welcome to the Sports Panel. I am your host, Swill. Welcome back. We got a lot going on. Before we do anything, please like, subscribe, hit those buttons. Find us on TikTok, Facebook, all that shit, Instagram. We're on Apple Music, Amazon Music, Spotify. Like and subscribe. Shoot us ideas for different things we can do on the pod. We got a pretty stacked show for today, which is pretty good. But before we get into anything, I do want to get my shit off because I've been waiting to get my shit off.
Let them cook, man. Here we go. Let them cook, y'all.
Let us introduce ourselves first.
Go ahead and introduce yourselves first.
Coach Dre, Mr. Laker Killer.
Nah, I'm just Puncho. Coach Corey.
Jason, expert.
This man said the expert.
Wait a minute. You done your Final Four prediction was off, so
That
you
was
ain't
some
an
bullshit.
expert.
That was some bullshit.
So you're not an expert
That was
anymore.
fixed.
No, you're not an expert.
That was
Now you're
fixed?
just
Yeah.
Jason.
That was fixed, huh?
Vegas had something to do
You
with
had
it.
you had a nice
All
little
right.
run. You had a
Vegas
nice
had
little
something
run.
to do
You
with
had a
it.
nice little run, Fabo.
Just run that 20 and we'll be good.
Yeah.
I need to see the playback on that.
Anyway,
We need to run that back.
I'm Mark. Go ahead.
All right.
Mark.
I am Swell. We'll get right into it. I just want to say thank God that the era of repugnance, idiocracy, and stupidity is done and over. We are now officially contenders. The Lakers ended the season as a number 3 seed. Really quick, just a quick how we got here. We went to the Western Conference Finals, obviously, in 2023. We were swept in those Western Conference Finals. We had a lineup of Bron, AD, Vando starting the games, Rory finishing the games, and, of course, Reeves and Russell. The next season, everyone had big expectations. We went into all the pressers talking about continuity. Every player, every coach out of their mouths said continuity was the key to winning the season. We went into that season with Darvin Ham as the head coach of the team, coming back after taking us to the Western Conference Finals and getting lucky. So,
Getting lucky. Why the hell he got to be taking
hey,
a shot right now? But go ahead.
Let me
Let me
finish.
I was letting you go.
No. Let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish. No. Let me finish.
Let him finish his fucking
God
book.
damn.
We went to the Western Conference Finals.
Luckily.
With Bron, AD, Vando, Reeves, and Russell. That lineup had the most efficiency out of every lineup that we had, and that was the starting lineup all throughout the playoffs and all through that run where Bron got injured, and then we were still able to carry ourselves to the playoffs and get to the Western Conference Finals where we did get swept.
Remember that lineup. Keep going.
Yes, please remember that lineup, because when we started the season, instead of going with that lineup, Darvin Ham, who's known to have players who've played for them before as favorites.
Oh, get out of here, man. No, everybody got favorites, man.
Hey, Dre, let him finish.
Let me finish.
Let him finish.
Darvin Ham, instead of going with Vando, he benched Vando in place of Taurean Prince. Now, Taurean Prince
He didn't bench Vando. Vando got injured.
No.
Yes.
Vando was healthy to begin the season.
Vando's injury prone.
Vando was
He
healthy.
got injured in practice.
Vando was. I'm gonna go over the timeline with you.
All right.
Vando was. Oh no. You are 100% correct. No, you are 100% correct.
You talking about?
He was injured. He was injured to begin the season, and to begin the season, we went out with Bron, AD, and Taurean Prince, Reeves, and Russell. 8 games into the season, he benches Austin Reeves. I don't know if you guys are or know who Austin Reeves is.
Man, we know who the hell AR is.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. You do.
But what was the reason why he benched him though?
Hey, man, would you finish this book of yours?
He benched Austin. He benched Austin Reeves because they went 3-5.
No, he benched Austin Reeves because he felt like he needed more defense on the perimeter in the starting lineup.
And more firepower off the bench.
Right.
Yeah. Pretty much.
That's the coach's decision, not because Austin Reeves can't play.
I mean,
are you benching Austin Reeves right now?
I would. I think he may be better in the playoffs come off the bench.
I wouldn't. No.
Who finished the games? He benched him like far as starting, or did he finish?
He benched him starting, and then towards the end of the games, he started to go with Taurean Prince to end the games as well.
He didn't go with Austin Reeves?
Not to begin the season, no, sir.
okay.
Just to give you an idea, also, Taurean Prince is on his career 9-3-1 and 8-2-1 on the season.
Well, hold
Don't
on.
worry.
Since you want to talk about Torian Prince, this also is his 9th year in the league.
Yes, I understand, but
Yeah.
Torian.
9 years in the league.
Yeah, but Torian Prince.
That's not
season,
nothing.
This season, Torian Prince started twice as many games as he did the last 3 seasons combined. He is not
but how many?
He is not a starter in the NBA.
What is he ranked in 3-point percentage this year?
Cool, that's cute.
What do you mean? You talking about like he's a bum? He's ranked in the top 5.
I know plenty of players who can shoot 40% off the bench. He is a bench player, sir. Sorry.
Okay,
He's not
he
a he's not a starter in the NBA.
Right.
Anyway, so 8 games in, he benched Austin Reeves. The Lakers, he benched him for Cam Reddish. That was the key for Cam Reddish.
A number 5 overall pick in the NBA.
He's not an NBA
So
player
they
either.
so they went out with
smoked too much.
Excuse me, Cam Reddish is no longer in the NBA.
He'll be back.
He was cut and no teams picked him up.
He'll be back. He
They
can
went
pass
out.
the
They went
drug
out with a
test.
starting lineup of Braun, AD, Vando, Reddish, and Prince. They went out with 5 power forwards and no point guards, no shooting guards,
LeBron
no
point
small
guard.
forwards. Of course, but still, why would you go out with 5 fucking forwards? Who the fuck?
LeBron is a point guard.
Yeah, but I mean, are you gonna foresee?
So
you can't play
Cam
point-
Reddish is a guard.
Cam Reddish was
Cam
like a
Reddish
3.
Yeah.
Cam Reddish was drafted as a point guard.
No, he wasn't.
Point guard.
I just can't believe you
Cam
wrote a
Reddish was
whole-
drafted. He was
Oh,
a point.
yeah. Oh,
Cam
yeah.
Reddish was Duke's point guard.
So we go.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
So we go
No.
10-1.
He was their point.
So we go 10
and
and 1. and
RJ
everything-
was the number 2.
So we go 10-1. We win the tournament, and then we go 1-5. After that, he changed lineup again to Braun, AD, Rui, Vando, and Prince. 5 fucking forwards. This guy's a fucking idiot.
What was
point of this whole
what was
thing?
his availability at the time? I don't
thank
know.
you.
What's the
I'm
point?
trying
of
to-
this?
Sorry about that.
Get to the
Rui,
point.
Reeves, and D'Lo were all on the bench.
How many times you gonna fuck up?
Exactly.
No,
Exactly.
you.
No,
Oh, I'm
no.
sorry. No, you were right.
No. I didn't say he was
Continue,
right. I
continue,
didn't say he was.
please,
I didn't say he was
sir.
right.
Continue,
I just
please.
wondering what the
You,
point
you
of
were
this is.
asking where the other players
Yeah,
were.
okay.
The other players were on the bench. Rui was on the bench. Reeves was on the bench. D'Lo was on the bench. That's also your number 3, 4, and 5 highest paid players on the team.
Okay.
Also,
So let me ask you this.
Yes.
From a coaching standpoint.
yes,
If you put Cam Reddish on the bench, what is
Yes.
he going to give you?
if you put Cam Reddish on the bench,
Yeah.
nothing.
Okay. So you put Prince on the bench, what is he going to give you?
Nothing.
So why would you have them on the bench when you need production out of your bench just as much as you need production out of your starters?
I'm
You have
sorry.
to have good players on the bench too.
No, I'm sorry. I'm not sure. I understand what you're saying.
You can't just have
I understand what you're saying.
all
but
your best players starting.
I understand
They
what you're
playing
saying.
roles in the starting lineup is what I'm saying. So when Reddish and Prince is in the starting lineup, they're there to be a defensive stopper. They're
Okay.
not there just because they're better than Torian Prince or better than D'Angelo Russell.
This is cool. Just let me finish because I acknowledge
Yes, I
what
would
you're
say
saying.
TikTok, motherfucker.
I acknowledge what you're saying.
Trey
Just as
Jones
long
was
as I
their
got
guard.
no interruptions, we should be going straight through this. I acknowledge what you're saying is logical. At the same time, their highest efficiency, the best basketball that they play was the Western Conference Finals lineup. All throughout the season, they begged them for the lineup. They did not give them that lineup.
Yes, that lineup. Keep it up.
As of January 4th of that year, that lineup played 1 minute together. And at that point, 6 sources went to ESPN and said that he has completely lost the locker room because of extreme lineups and because of his incompetence. January 15th, he announced that he would be going back to that lineup, but instead he pulled a quickie on us, and instead of putting in Vando, who was healthy at the time, he decided to put in Prince again. So we rolled out Braun, AD, Prince, D'Lo, and AR. We went on to be a play-in team. We were again bounced out of the playoffs by the same exact team, and his excuse for that was the only thing that we can do to win this against this team is to kidnap Jokic.
So let me help you out. So now, fast forward to this year.
I forgot my favorite part. I forgot my favorite
Okay,
part. This
go
is my
ahead.
favorite part. This is my favorite part. There was every time that that Prince left the court for Vando, there was a spike in efficiency. A spike. Not only that, but the last time that Vando was taken put into the game for Torian Prince that year because he got injured, we were losing the game and we took Torian out, put Vando in. We went on to win in overtime, and then Vando got the start the next day. Or the
One
next
question.
game.
How many games did that lineup play under JJ Redick this year?
The Vando
The lineup.
the lineup.
The lineup.
when Vando wasn't healthy enough for us to do it. He wasn't healthy at all the whole season. But if you're talking about
What did they do with
Rui,
the people on the lineup?
That's
They
what
got rid of Russell ass.
No.
They got rid of AD ass.
They started the season.
Come on, bro.
They started the season with that lineup.
So you starting this whole soliloquy talking about how good the Lakers is now.
Yeah,
but they don't even have the lineup what you're talking about.
I want to see what
They got a whole new group of people.
Can you make your
They
point?
A whole new group of people.
My point
they ain't even got
is-
the lineup that you trying to bash Darwin Ham about.
My
Please don't
point
say
isn't the lineup. My point is when it comes to building a team, when it comes to being able to keep the player, put out a plan for the players, execute the plan. When it comes to building a strategy for teams to be able to beat teams consistently, he was not able to do that. And now we're in a situation.
So he
where
made it to the Western Conference Finals,
Then
man.
played the team that he lost to the Western Conference Final the following year, won
Right.
one game the following year, and lost.
If
three
it
of the
wasn't
games
for
by game winner.
if he didn't play against Denver, he probably would have made it to the
Yeah.
Western Conference
against
Finals
Denver.
again.
I don't think so. I don't
Lost
think
two of the
it
games
wasn't-
back.
it wasn't
Yeah, they
that close.
won
still
one.
trying
And
to
they
figure out
lost
what
two of
the
the
fuck the
games.
point
By
is.
game winner.
Jamal
Jamal
Murray hit
Murray
two
hit
game
two.
winners.
No. My point is that he was not a great coach. My point
He
is
was,
go with
man.
that shit.
That's my
No, no,
point.
no, no, no.
Is my point is you don't have
my
any
point
proof
is-
to say that he wasn't.
Here's the proof. Here's the proof because Luka's only been with us for a month, right?
He's
We've only-
the second best player in the league. Yeah, top
Luka's
five.
only
hands
been with
down.
us for a month. You
Yeah.
talking about a guy who coached 2 years as a head coach.
been with y'all
He made
almost
it to
2
the
months now,
playoffs
bro.
both times.
Yeah.
Come on.
Went to the
Darvin
Western
Ham?
Conference Finals
Yes.
the first time.
Oh, you're talking about the same guy who was passed over 10 times before the Lakers said yes.
Man, how many times?
This guy is not a
Because he's
great
a
coach.
black man.
No,
That's
he-
why.
Wait.
Oh my
Wait,
God,
wait,
he's
wait.
not a great
So,
coach.
wait.
No.
You mean to fucking tell me that JJ Redick is a fucking better coach than him?
Yes.
Get the fuck out of here with that.
Here's one
Oh,
here's
come
one
on,
reason
bro.
why
How?
the Lakers on the tie have owned the tiebreaker on every team in the West except Oklahoma City.
But think about this.
So if we own the tiebreaker, that means we were better than we
Yeah.
bested each team.
Okay.
That is, and also we are 3 in the West. We were never a playoff team with Darvin Ham. We never went in and as a playoff team.
Y'all was
ever.
3 in the West, but then on top of that, before y'all got Luka,
Western
y'all was on the fucking
Conference
slide.
Finals.
We were on this. Excuse me. Do you remember?
Y'all was getting ready to start to go on the slide
do you
before
remember who
y'all
was-
got fucking Luka.
Do you remember?
Western
what was going on during that
Conference
time? During that time, LeBron was injured. We were winning before Luka.
They was
We were on a
winning.
winning streak before
But
Luka.
Western Conference Finals, man, just top that and then
we were
we
four.
can talk.
We were 4 in the West before we got
Look,
Luka.
Y'all might not even make it off the first
Here's
round
the
this
thing.
year.
I want to see what the fuck he gonna do in the playoffs before I can say he's a better coach
Right.
than fucking Darvin Ham.
You can't just
He
shit
got
on Darwin
that-
Ham.
he got
and
that job.
Can I ask you a
because of
question?
LeBron.
Can I ask you a question? Have you? Are you able to? Because you're a coach, right?
Yeah, we both coaches.
Yeah. So you guys are able to like watch the games and see a better
We see
product
it.
on the floor.
No.
You can't sit here and tell me that you're not seeing a better product on the floor.
No.
Because we have with no Anthony Davis, we're beating the Nuggets. With no Anthony Davis,
You
we're
act
beating
like
the
that's
Rockets.
the same
with
Nuggets.
no Anthony Davis,
The Rockets didn't even play their people. Come on, we're watching the game.
The thing
No,
They set out everybody.
no, we
Let's
beat
say
the
on
Rockets
this
with we beat the Rockets with everybody prior to this game.
What you got to take into consideration is that AD was out majority of the time when Darvin Ham was the coach. After Darvin Ham, after Russell Westbrook
He had a very
left,
healthy season last
after
season.
Russell Westbrook left, like I told my friends, I said, bro, when Russell Westbrook leave, watch AD not gonna sit out no more games.
It happened.
It happened.
And
No,
how
I
you
think
not gonna
that's
give
part of the
Darwin Ham a break when he had Westbrook? LeBron sabotaged that by
Yeah, he
bringing over
sabotaged that.
Westbrook.
He sabotaged
He
the
made-
guy sitting out. Him and AD
Look
keep
how
sitting
much
out.
of the team they gave up for that.
Well, we had a whole season without Westbrook last season, and we're in the play-in.
All right, Jay, you got anything to say about
Yes.
this, bro?
I don't want to talk
The
about it.
the era of incompetence, idiocracy, and repugnance is officially over. I don't care what we do in the playoffs.
Bullshit.
I really don't fucking care
Bullshit.
because we're gonna have
Really?
year over year of
Year
Luka
over year.
of Luka and
LeBron-
JJ of Luka and
Luka-
JJ. I don't
Luka's
care
the
if
face
I
of
don't
the
care if
league
I don't
now.
care if LeBron I don't care if LeBron never plays another game in a Lakers jersey. I really fucking
He the
don't.
face of the league now.
I don't really fucking care.
I'ma
They
give
don't-
you
they
this.
can't start talking about
They
Luka.
trying to make him.
I'm
the
gonna
face
wait
of
to
the
we
league.
got-
see what he
no
does
defense
in
when he
year
plays
two.
that.
Because the thing
He has
here's the
stats
thing.
on defense.
Here's the thing. If
But
he's
that's
so
my
great,
thing, though. Everybody know I love Luka,
If
but
he's
not the
if
Lakers.
he's so great, if Darvin Ham is such a great coach, and
say
you
he's
have
great.
and you have LeBron and you have AD and you have the same Austin Reeves on your squad.
Not
then
the
please-
same Austin Reeves.
Oh yeah,
He
not
had
not the
undrafted-
same.
he got undrafted Austin Reeves that he developed.
No, he had bench Austin Reeves.
No, he had undrafted
After-
Austin Reeves that he developed to be who he is
You
now.
gotta take that into consideration.
He didn't draft Austin Reeves.
He was undrafted.
That wasn't the year he came in. Austin Reeves was already there.
That's what I'm saying.
He came in saying
Have-
Austin Reeves is going to be an all-star.
Who did?
So that's what I'm
Darvin
saying. He developed Austin
He
Reeves.
said, we're going to make Austin Reeves an all-star.
and he
benched
didn't get
him.
no credit for that.
And he benched him.
He didn't get no credit. That's part of your maturation.
It's part of him.
That's part of your maturation, bro.
No.
You got to understand that, bro.
The repugnance, the idiocracy, the
I think the
bullshit.
Lakers gonna win the championship. I mean, going to the finals this year.
I do too.
And I don't think,
But
it's
I don't care if we
because-
do.
I don't think it's because of the.
I really don't care.
I just think
You
it's,
happy with just
I think
having
it's just the
Luka, huh?
propaganda. I think it's
No, I'm
It's
happy with
propaganda
no
all
Darvin
day.
Ham and having JJ, who's a competent coach. How you go from not coaching anything at all to coaching a team to be number 3 in a
don't
stacked
start
West?
with that,
Bro,
man.
how do you do that?
He
You're
was
a good coach.
JJ was coaching his
start with that, man.
his damn son's itty bitty team.
Bro.
And
Getting
now
kicked out.
and
got
the
kicked
Lakers
out.
are number
Kicked
3
out.
in the
He
West.
getting texts and shit at the itty bitty game.
And now they're number 3 in the West.
You'll be
Darvin-
lucky to be
Darvin couldn't sniff the
past the
top.
second round.
Doesn't matter to me.
Think about this.
Doesn't matter to me.
Yo, but just say that. Remember what I just
But
told you?
You're not taking in that
Who the fuck are
AD
they
was
playing?
out, LeBron was out all
Not
those
last
games,
season, brother.
and still went to the Western Conference Finals.
This man-
when they was healthy, you see what they did.
When
They went to
that
the Western
team was
Conference
healthy.
Finals.
And then what did he do? He never brought that lineup back again.
You talking about
But
they
then-
third in the West? They 2 games from being 10th in the West.
The nigga wouldn't
You
put
lose
efficient
10,
players on the
10th in
floor.
West.
I mean,
The nigga wouldn't put efficient
Y'all-
players
hey,
on the floor.
Okay, y'all got efficient players
here, man.
on offense, but we know in the fucking playoffs that defense is gonna rear its ugly head.
Steph Curry
We
about to
know-
eat they ass
we
up.
know that Luka cannot play on the perimeter, and what is he gonna do? He gonna try to hide him. We
Jimmy
know
Butler
that.
gonna be on Luka ass.
We know that.
but I think the Lakers probably put him down low. He got a bigger body to go and play the 4.
Yeah,
on
but
defense.
Jimmy Butler about to be on his
I
ass.
don't think you guys have been watching.
I wouldn't.
the
put
Luka's
Luka on the
unstoppable.
perimeter.
Yeah, yeah.
I've been,
Nobody
I've
stopping
been
him.
watching the Lakers.
And
all
LeBron,
season.
Draymond's going on LeBron.
On
The
defense
only
in the playoffs.
the only playoff team that have beaten the Lakers lately has been the Golden State Warriors. They beat them one time. We beat them, I think, twice this season. So they beat us one with Jimmy. We haven't played them yet. Again with Jimmy. But outside of that, we've beaten every other team
Well, hey,
consistently. And the one time that Oklahoma City did beat us, they had to throw Luka out on some bullshit in order for him to beat us.
I don't want to hear
And
shit
they-
about
they-
no
they-
regular
they gave him-
season, man.
Excuse me. They gave him a second tech and they rescinded it. What is that bullshit? That's they should have won that game. The Lakers were winning that game when they kicked Luka out. I'm sorry. They're a great team in the West.
No, they're a great team.
And I've been waiting to say this. I've been waiting to say this. If your team isn't a playoff team, don't fucking talk to me. Don't fucking
know
talk
what?
to me.
But we clinched it.
still
We
gonna talk
clinched.
my
We
shit.
clinched
I can talk-
yesterday.
Hold on.
I can talk to this guy.
We clinched
We can talk to
yesterday.
this guy. I can talk to you.
We clinched yesterday, nigga. We good.
Who you clinched what?
The play-in.
Oh no! Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm
technically,
sorry,
you
brother.
gotta wait.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
brother. Reading is fundamental.
Hey,
if your team is not a play-off team, I'm not talking about no fucking playing.
So, wait.
Last year I was quiet.
wait, hold on.
Last year I was
Hold on.
quiet.
Wait a minute.
I'll let you
So-
get it off. Get it off.
You one of them
Pause.
Laker fans that don't say shit when they ain't doing good, but all of a sudden they want to do something. You want to talk
No.
shit.
When they're not doing good,
I'm with him.
You want to talk
When
your
they're
shit.
not doing good, when they're not doing good, I tell
All
you they
season,
suck.
all
Man,
season,
get outta
you've been
here.
talking about we don't even have an
Exactly.
NBA roster.
And-
No.
I
Hey,
can't believe they
up
went out and
until-
put these people out on the court.
Up
Hey, hold
up
on.
until January.
At least-
January.
At least-
January.
at
when
least
we
he
had-
was saying
when
We got the
had
worst.
D'Angelo.
We got the worst players that the NBA
when we
can buy.
had before we made trades, I was dogging the fuck.
Yeah,
out
you
of
was
the team.
dogging, but now you happy. But hey,
Yeah.
let
can
the
be
record
happy.
show.
I mean,
can be
you
happy.
could
That's
be
a fact.
happy.
Hey,
You know,
everybody within here, with the exception of Puncho, heard you say there's no fucking trade we can make. There's no trade we can make.
That was
I mean,
possible. That was
shit.
possible.
That was
The
no
Luka
trade
trade,
we can
I didn't
make.
think that
But
was
you
no
got
one expected
lucky.
that,
You
though.
got lucky and got Luka.
100%. I 100% agree with you.
Man, so now you want to start pumping your chest out.
No,
Hey,
no.
I would too.
No.
Hey,
Hey, we were-
do your
hey,
shit.
excuse me,
But
excuse
y'all
me.
going home.
Luka only got 3 good years left in him.
Hey,
Yep.
I'm still gonna talk shit about you.
Luka only
hey,
got 3 good
Hey,
years left.
we
in him.
were on a win streak before we got him.
Yeah, it was
I'm
one streak
with
before we
him.
got
I'm enough
Fuck
with
the Bulls.
next man.
Talk your
Next,
shit.
next,
Hey.
next Lakers.
No, if the Bulls.
Fuck the Celtics.
Y'all ain't been
I mean,
watching
wait,
the Bulls.
at least we in.
The Bulls been whooping ass since
Yeah,
the
they
All Star
have.
break.
They have.
Of course, we ain't been watching
Yeah,
the Bulls
they
because we
I
ain't got
watch
the
every
fucking
game.
streaming
Yeah,
network.
they have.
Y'all want to talk
You
about
can't
something?
just watch watch the Bulls no more.
Hey,
Upgrade
I'm
your
glad that
cable.
you got
I
that.
watch
Oh,
every
yeah.
game.
You
I
feel
got
a
it
little
out.
bit
I got it
better?
out.
Because you know what? Your Yankees still suck like shit.
And the Bulls beat the Lakers
Damn.
twice.
Yep. I watch every game.
And then in 1 week, twice in one.
Why they over there cheating
But
with
I'm a
them
Lakers
fucked
fan.
up bats?
He said that with his
And
chest.
so you want to talk about the Bulls and the Lakers? Austin Reeves grabbed the old dude dick. Like what type of shit is that?
Man, move on to the fucking next topic.
Dick grabbing.
Hey, that sounds some LA shit.
That's
Hey,
some LA
congratulations.
shit.
That's some LA shit right
Some
there.
dick grabbing.
I ain't even sending the congratulations to the Lakers. I'm
No,
sending
I'm taking it to
congratulations
you. I'm saying congratulations to you.
Oh, fool.
You got to get your shit off.
I got my shit
You're
off.
happy.
I'm
That's
done.
cool.
That's it.
Y'all ain't winning shit. So
Hey, look, I
I'm
don't
glad
care.
y'all made
Listen,
the playoffs.
I don't care. I don't care if LeBron.
It's been a while
plays
since
another
he's
game.
not been in the play-in.
I don't care if LeBron wins another game. I don't care if we win the chip. I'm just satisfied
We're going
with
to the
knowing that
finals.
we're gonna have Luka and
What'd
JJ
you say?
Redick.
You saying that?
That sounds like a
we're going to the
LeBron
finals.
textual. I don't care if he wins another game.
Wait, you saying that with a clear hair? Y'all going to the
Lakers are-
finals?
Dude.
Dude, you
I
guys
can
are
see
not
it.
going to
Denver
the
gave
finals.
up
see
Mike
it.
Malone. Outside of Golden State, who could beat the Lakers?
They fired Mike Malone on some bullshit.
They setting it up so
They
the
setting it
Lakers
up
can
so the
do it.
Lakers
They
can
did
be
that
there.
so the
Yeah.
Lakers
They
could
setting
get
it
that.
up so the Lakers
I
can do
understand
that.
that.
Yeah.
They did that for LeBron to go and get
Bro,
that.
if they
That's
would-
why
before he
Memphis
leave
fired
out.
their coach.
Yeah.
I'ma say
Denver
this.
fired their coach.
Yeah, they did that for
Steve
LeBron.
Kerr
All
might,
y'all
but he
can
might
hear
lose
this.
his job.
Yeah, right.
If y'all can hear this, if the Lakers make it to the finals, I will give you $20.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Damn.
Nigga, you gonna stop us for $20?
You can't put 50 on it.
Hey, so do you guys want to start with the Yankees or at the top, or do you want to go with the Nuggets? We can go to the we can go to the Nuggets.
What
and go
what
back.
happened to the list?
Nah,
Go.
gloss-
We don't
do
do
the
that.
Go off the list. Go off.
Go off the list. Okay.
Yeah, do the Yankees punk ass right now.
The Yankees are using different bats as our other teams, and people are sad about it.
Torpedo.
But it
Why they
is
keep
legal.
saying just the Yankees then?
Yeah,
It's
because-
legal,
because the
though.
Lakers.
Because the Yankees are the ones hitting all the home runs,
Yeah.
but when really
See,
it's
that's
not.
bullshit.
Are
Really,
they
it's
the
not.
one that
It's-
came up with the bat though?
They,
No.
yeah.
No.
Yeah,
they
it was
were.
an
Yeah, they
analytic
did.
First
guy.
ones.
It was an analytic
They
guy
did.
for them. That
They were the
did
first
that.
ones.
Their
He's-
engineers came up
He's
with
not
it.
an employee of the Yankees.
Not no more, but he used to work in the analytics departments for the Lakers. I mean, for the
Yankees. That makes sense. He just doesn't work for them now.
They
is
were
what
they
I'm
were
saying.
the first ones to use it.
No,
Yeah.
but
They
he
just-
found a way to make it legal. He did.
Yeah,
It is legal.
It's a legal bat. But now you got the Reds using it.
Orioles.
Ellie De La Cruz is using it. The Orioles are using it.
The Twins.
Let's be clear though. Aaron Judge, who has the most home runs on that team right now, is not using that bat.
Because if you on steroids, you
But
don't
he's
need no
still
fucking bat.
Right.
He didn't.
And why you gonna use that bat when you got a cork in your
If it ain't
bat?
broke, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
And there's a lot of hate because
Sammy
it's the
Sosa
Yankees.
wouldn't
But
use it either.
I think the hate is just because it is the Yankees right now. They are the number one team in their division.
Yeah.
But I think it's more just. I don't think it's important.
When
wanna-
you get your
you
ass beat by the Dodgers,
Nah,
and they
y'all
see what's
wanna know
going
the-
on.
oh, go ahead.
They see what the Dodgers spending all this money and got the all-star team of a team. What you think they gonna do?
They got to figure out something.
They got to figure out
Hey,
something.
But y'all want to know the telltale sign of steroids in baseball though? That big ass helmet. That big ass helmet. You can tell them heads is bigger than any other head. They forehead just be huge.
You think they doing roids again?
They got
never
man.
stopped.
They found a way around.
Aaron
it.
Judge, you look at him. He looked like
They found a way.
looked
around
like the monster off
why
of.
would that?
He's 6'7" though.
Yeah.
Nah, but
he's
you don't look
big.
like that, though.
He's big anyway.
That's a baseball body.
yeah.
Nah, that's a
Y'all going
steroid
crazy
body.
right now.
Nah, he's- but-
Just let it go.
Okay, I've seen Aaron Judge in
I don't know nothing
person.
about a baseball
Probably
body.
about as far as
What
I've seen.
What
I've
does
seen-
that mean?
I've seen Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton standing next to each other, about as far as you and I are standing. Right. I've seen what they look like up front, like in person. He just looks like he hits the gym. He doesn't look like an extraordinary.
Stanton look like
I'm
he
talking about the
using roids.
jawbone, the head.
Dude.
He
he
lifts
lifts
weights. He
steroids.
lifts.
Hey,
I mean,
Your
you think
head don't lift
that was the
weights.
best era.
you think Stanton using roids? Because man, he looked like he about ready to bust out of his.
I know
damn
he used to
uniform.
look like that.
Stanton probably won't ever play.
He
another
used to.
game.
He used to take them.
He won't play a what?
He probably won't ever play another game in the Major League Baseball.
He done.
He's got.
That's what
he's
the
got-
roids do to you,
He's
man.
got inflammation, and so one thing you have to understand about Stan, he's all upper body strength. He doesn't move his legs in the box at all.
Right.
Like he doesn't.
But he don't do leg day in the gym.
Nothing, bro. He probably does leg day in the gym, but he does because you could see his legs are huge. Pause.
It might be steroids. Then.
But he doesn't move his legs when he swings. He swings with all upper body.
Yeah, he did.
So-
I do see that.
Jay
if you-
Buhner, y'all remember him?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's all upper body. So he has inflammation. Like all of his power comes from his elbow or comes from his arms. He has inflammation in both of his elbows. He's probably not going to play again.
Damn.
Oh wow.
Yeah, bad inflammation.
Steroids is a
Inflammation can be Could be brought down. That ain't nothing but a little bit swollen. Right?
Put some ice on that
He
shit,
may need
right?
double Tommy Johns.
Oh,
Damn.
Double Tommy John.
He ain't in the picture.
Yeah, but
Get out there and what, he got like 5 years left on the contract?
if you were a
Not bad.
regular hitter, if you were Gleyber Torres and you had inflammation in both your elbows, cool, because you do other things. But he's literally upper body mechanics in order to get the ball where it needs to go. And he's not he doesn't hit ground balls. He doesn't hit in the outfield at all. He only hits strikeouts and home runs. That's it. I mean,
Well, that's everybody.
you can't carry the ball over if you got inflammation.
That's everybody now. Strikeouts and home runs.
It's a lot, but a lot of people have lower body mechanics to help carry their swing.
So he's not gonna adjust his swing. He's just gonna be like, well, it's either this or that. Either this, I ain't
like
playing no
shit.
more.
It
After
don't matter
year,
no
what,
more.
14, 15, would you?
It don't matter no more. Baseball ain't the same
After you
no
made
more.
$300 million already?
Yeah, you right.
The only person I
You
see
can
that's
bet
not,
280 and they're gonna give you
Right.
500
700
That's
million.
like telling Michael Jordan shoot with your left in his last season. Like
Jordan shot with his left all the time.
no. I'm just saying
Talking every
like
shot.
your right hand you can't shoot with that anymore. You're a left-handed
Quite
shooter.
sure he's
now.
gonna go practice and be like, I'm about to go work on this so I could go shoot with my left.
well,
That's the mentality of Jordan.
the only person I don't see hitting a lot of home runs is De La Cruz. His job is to get on base because he
Yeah.
fucking fast as shit. So
Yeah, and that's another guy who's 6'7", like
just tall and
nuts,
lanky, man.
Do we feel like the Yankees are cheating?
no.
Nah.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's legal, how are they cheating?
Yeah. Because
if other people doing
steroids was legal until Sammy Sosa was about to break the record. So as soon as somebody about to break a record, then they're like, yeah, we got to get them bats out of here.
But
Does it mean
Why?
anything that they
So
talked about it for a few days and then they didn't?
Damn.
I mean,
Well, they talked about it because it was new.
I say,
But now that all the other teams are using it, what's the big deal?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I need
There's
to
other
see
teams
some
using
data on
so-
it, though.
Yeah, I want to see
Now
the
that it's a
data.
couple
other
weeks.
teams
yeah.
using
Oh, you want to see some data now?
I always look at data.
Oh, okay.
But I just don't determine the outcome of a game based on data.
Have you seen? I've seen what the bat look like. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it. It looks weird as fuck.
It does.
Yeah.
But it's adjusted to each better though.
Yeah,
Each better got their own version of it.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
It almost looked like a fucked up bowling ball pin a little bit.
So it don't look like a regular bat?
No,
No,
It depends on which.
You shouldn't be
better.
able
It depends on which.
You shouldn't be able to swing a fucking
paddle?
pigtail looking paddle, weird
So
looking.
hey, so Dre,
I don't
it
care
kinda
what
like,
the rules are.
So
It need to look like a bat.
At the beginning of the barrel of the bat, it kind of slopes, and then it's almost kind of like a diamond shape, little bit.
Yeah, but that just probably depend on that better because where it opens, where it widens is where the
Let me see.
better hit the ball. So they do the analytic.
So it
guy-
widened up right there. That's cheating.
Analytic guy
So it's
looking
giving
at
you more of a percentage of hitting.
I forgot what he got
That's
rid of. What did he
cheating,
get
man.
rid of?
He look at where the better hit the ball at.
Yeah,
so
that's
he
what it
adjust the
was,
bet
yeah.
to where the better hit the ball.
Yeah. So the barrel gets just a little
They put
big.
the barrel wherever they want to put the barrel.
Pretty much.
Right.
That's exactly
That's
what they
cheating.
did.
Why don't he just choke up?
That's cheating, man.
That's cheating.
Why don't he just choke up?
That's cheating. Just give him an aluminum joint.
Or
As
step
a-
back in the box a little bit.
As of right
They don't
now,
choke up
the
no more.
Yankees are number 4 in the league in batting average.
Oh, it's working then because they went from 34th to 4th.
Well, they're not top 10 or they're top 3 in OBP. They're number 1 in slugging,
Oh yeah, get them 2 of them bats.
and
Shit. They need to hire a dude back, make some mitts too.
but they are not leading
We
the
need
league in
some-
home runs. They are
Hey,
number.
my bad.
They're number 2 in the league. You
It
guessed
ain't
it.
about home runs.
The
It's about that
Dodgers.
slugging percentage.
The Dodgers are.
They knocking them
Well, who the
runs
fuck
in.
Of course, the Dodgers is, man. You see that damn squad?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That is just ridiculous.
yeah.
I mean, they got like superstar on top of superstar.
You ain't helping him.
And they're
out,
number.
man.
They're number 2 in runs. They're,
You ain't
they're
helping
number 2
him
in runs.
because all he gonna say is the Yankees scraped up their team and the Dodgers bought their team.
No, they tried. They just don't. They didn't have the money, man.
And then they messed
They ain't
up.
had the money.
Hey, and then what helped them is they
They
lost
didn't
their
have the
number 1
money.
ace on the mound, and he hurt for the remainder of the season.
3 of their aces are hurt,
3?
sir. Yes, Heel, Cole, and who's the other one? I can't remember what.
Because Cole out for the season, he had to have Tommy John surgery.
Yeah. You won't see Heel till the back end of the season. So
Man, that's enough baseball, man.
Keep going down the list.
We just
bro.
gonna
Keep
talk
going
about
down the
the
list.
Don't even fuck with the Cubs or nothing. Just keep it going.
the Cubs are actually number 1 in
Yeah, it don't matter right now.
runs.
Yeah.
and run.
Yeah, it's still early in the season.
saying?
Sorry, I'm not. Oh, girl.
Dude, look at him. Look at
Anyway,
him.
Nuggets fire head coach.
Whippersnapper. All you need is that cigarette hanging out your lips.
This man sound like Scream when he answers the phone.
No,
Why?
'cause, hey, he feeling good because about his punk.
Hey, soon I'm gonna just start rolling a blunt mid pod.
Oh wow.
Nah, don't do that.
So Nuggets
I gotta
fire
keep it
head coach. Nuggets fire their head coach. It's a beautiful day. Fuck him.
Damn.
That's crazy.
Fuck him. Fuck him.
Fuck he do to you?
Because you know,
Listen,
they is a threat.
I will be in.
Yeah,
I will
it's
be.
NBA that made that call.
No. I will be in Denver, Colorado, the 29th and the 30th. Pull up.
Yeah,
Pull-
I don't really
pull
understand that though, because they
Pull
said
up.
when they talked to the owner, he said that he was going to get rid of the GM and the coach anyway at the end of the year because they've been bashing heads.
Right.
But why would you do that so close
to playoffs.
with the so-called best player in the league?
Exactly.
Who does that? So that's let you know that it's a fix for the Lakers.
Okay, is it
The fix is in.
Yeah,
Do
this
you-
has been going on for years for LeBron, bro.
Yeah, the fix is in. They just
You-
trying to
you
get
don't
LeBron
think-
another ring.
you don't think they really believed in their interim head coach that
Bro,
he could pull it
just
through?
let the season
Who, Denver?
be over with, bro.
Hey, so
come
Hey,
on,
I don't
man.
care. I'm okay with them.
Don't they
cheating
got like
for us.
Rick Adelman's
I don't
son
give a
as the head
fuck.
coach or
League.
something?
what?
Yeah.
Did they
Yeah,
come out?
come
Why
on,
they fired
man.
him?
They came out. They said that they fired him because that he was at odds with ownership over the
Russell.
play of Russell Westbrook. Russell was getting too many minutes, too much time. Russell also single-handedly cost them the game on a couple different occasions during that time.
Oh, he was doing the same thing I was telling
He was
Pancho
doing that
he'd be
selfish
doing.
shit we was talking about. When he ran down
wait,
there,
doing
he should have passed the ball.
150%.
You remember, Jay? He should have passed the ball, but he laid that shit up.
Did you see that? Yeah, you saw that shit when he went. Who were they playing? Do we know who they were playing?
Oh, you talking about that layup? he
Yeah,
blew.
all he had to do was hold the ball, like I
it
said,
was
but he wanted to lay that shit up.
Yeah, it was a situation
Boom.
where it was
layup and foul.
Yeah, and he
overtime.
fouled. That's that shit we were
Called
talking
three-point.
about,
That
man.
was bad.
Yeah.
That's that Russell
was
Westbrook
bad.
shit.
Nah, they probably
That's that
that's
team
my guy,
killing
but
shit.
Sometimes you gotta go. He might have been point shaving, man. I don't know. Man. That's my guy, too.
It is very very interesting because
man.
who was it? Jokic is averaging a
Crazy.
triple double on the season.
I don't want to hear about Jokic's
Crazy.
average.
Having statistically the best season of his career, and
He
they
should win
haven't-
MVP.
and they haven't.
That don't
named an
mean
MVP
nothing.
yet.
Think about
You think
this
he
though.
should?
Jokic is the one that sit
mean-
here and said he wanted Westbrook
He a center.
on the team. He said, "I want Westbrook on the team." Why?
I mean, we
Is
talking
because
about
He
one
probably
game.
regret it now.
No,
He
why
see-
would he regret it?
he seen
They was playing good. With
Yeah, he
Westbrook.
seen how hard he was going, like when they was doing All Star, when
probably
you know,
still don't
and all
regret
that.
it.
But I'm looking like this. Okay, he going hard, this and that, but you want him. But then all of a sudden you gonna say, "Fuck the coach, fuck the GM," because the owner wanted to get him before the even like middleway in the season. He wanted to get rid of both of them. But you do it now.
I think
Like I
I
said-
think you do it before the playoffs.
No,
They
you don't
need
do
it right
No,
now
no, you
because
won't
you
do it at all.
After.
You know damn well, like I agree with everybody else, it's the fix. Because
The thing is like if you're an owner and you don't think you can win anyway, your season's over. No matter
that's
what.
bullshit.
Well,
Nah.
why would you think you
bullshit,
can't
bro.
you can't win?
Because you got Russell Westbrook.
Well, they been had Russell,
bro.
and he was winning.
They've been winning. Like they not like
Or the fact
like
that
they've been in the
Well,
steady
don't play
fourth or
his
fifth
ass
league.
then.
yeah. No.
They've been
Bench his ass.
steady
Also-
third, fifth from the third
No,
to the fifth.
they have
all
been.
season.
They have been. But also, if you're going into the playoffs and you're telling your coach, "I don't want you playing this guy down the stretch," and then he continuously plays them, and then it costs them games, and then it costs them the seed, the third seed, the second seed, that was attainable for them to catch up to.
But they probably didn't want the third or second seed.
They probably
didn't. Wanted for a matchup.
I didn't.
Thing.
I didn't want the
And,
second seed.
Like
But at the same time, if you're telling the coach not to do it, and the coach does it anyway, hey
That
man, you
means-
got to get the fuck out of here. I didn't told you.
I can't do
I
I
think
can't,
it
I
was-
can't do that right
that
before the
call probably was
playoffs,
coming
man.
from
I don't want
NBA
you doing this in the
Mike
playoffs
Malone.
when the season's on the line.
Well-
I want your ass up out of here
But why do it
Okay,
right
did he
before
not get
the
a
playoffs?
warning?
because he doesn't.
Yeah,
want,
but Jokic,
I'm
they-
sure-
they-
there was conversation.
They
I'm
brought
sure.
Jokic in the office, but he said it was more of they was telling him what was going to happen and not more
Asking him.
So he didn't say anything.
If I'm Like, imagine that happened to the Lakers. Like, imagine that JJ Redick, or when Darvin Ham was coaching, or Russell and everything, and they fired Darvin before the playoffs. I get it because I still got Bron. Like I still have the players.
Still got Jokic.
Bron is different.
You still got Jokic.
But Jokic ain't a coach on the floor like LeBron is.
No.
He might be. We don't know that.
It might not be. I mean, he does.
You can see
he does.
You don't see
his
him.
other-
He don't. You can watch the games. Jokic isn't going out there delegating where people needs to be.
He's just finding them. For
He's
the
just
shot.
finding them, and they already have the emotion in their offense because that's how their offense is already set up. LeBron goes out there and he'll tell people what the play is coming before it even comes up.
Yeah,
like on the defensive side, like he's a coach on the floor.
But would you trust Jokic though? Would you trust Jokic to lead your team in that aspect if you say, hey, you know what, I don't like the way the coach is playing these minutes, blah blah blah. Because Bron will get in there and change a nigga minutes too.
First of all,
game five of the finals that we won, Vogel didn't play Rondo down the stretch. Bron went to Vogel and said, "You're fucking playing him," and then that's when Rondo popped off and we won. So
he couldn't go to Darvin Ham and say that?
Man.
Hey man, I'm just saying.
Hey, I got you.
I don't know.
That's a point.
I don't agree with the coaching change right before the playoffs.
Yeah, man.
I don't like it one bit.
I think that was an NBA call.
But Jay, though, you just made a point that I've been trying to make to you all season. Like you just said, LeBron sets people up and coaches people on the floor. What does Jokic do to get his assists?
That's two different things. You said two things
that don't make
sense.
No, what does he do? The system is already running, right? Like you just said.
Just like any team, they have a system. He's just the center that does it better than any other center I've ever seen do it ever in my entire life.
And
the reason why he's better.
So you could put any center on that team and he's going to do what Joker do?
No, want me to tell you why Joker's better than any center you ever seen?
Why?
Nigga, name some centers in the NBA right now.
It's a different game, too.
Name some power forwards in the NBA right now.
Yeah.
Is Joker top 25 player of all time?
Yes.
Hell no.
Yeah,
yes.
Hell no.
Easy.
Yes, he is.
Easy.
Hell no.
He's top 5 center of all time.
Listen to this. Chris Webber, Sean
better
Kemp,
than Chris Webber.
Dennis Rodman, Derek Coleman.
He better than
Vin
everybody you
Baker.
just named.
These is people who can guard his ass. The
We don't know that.
The NBA don't have none of these players now.
We don't know that.
They don't have none
Karl
of these
Malone,
players.
Larry
They
Johnson,
can't guard.
Horace Grant, Tim
know
Duncan,
what?
Kevin
It's a different game.
The only
Garnett.
person I
These are
seen-
all star power forwards. I ain't
No,
even named the
they
centers.
can't guard 'em.
I ain't even named the
They'll be able to
centers.
guard
These are all power forwards.
Hey,
the Kime Mutombo.
He's 7 foot.
right, but that's like
I just named 10 power forwards.
Okay,
That's
but he
in the
big. It
past.
ain't, y'all act like he a small dude that's gonna get bullied.
hey,
Here's the thing. If you're a player that can guard, you're a player that can guard. A power
Yes.
forward can guard up to a center. Because I watched LeBron completely shut down a healthy Anthony Davis.
That's the
We
weak
don't.
ass
There's
Anthony Davis.
nobody in the NBA
Are
can
we talking
guard
about the
Jokic
Joker?
right now.
He's the best
That's
player.
it.
hold up.
No.
There is only one person that could guard him.
Probably
and
Draymond.
No, that was Joel Embiid. Because anytime him and Joel Embiid played,
Joel Embiid scared of him.
He's always hurt.
But Joel, when he's healthy, he got the better Jokic.
When was that? When did that happen? 5 years ago.
Listen to these names. These are just
Yes, it
centers.
is.
Ronnie Cycli, Robert Perry.
Get the hell out of here
Kevin
with Ronnie
Duckworth,
Cycli, nigga.
Brad
Wow,
Jordan,
Ronnie Cycli.
Alonzo
Ronnie Cycli
Mourning,
from the
I-
East
Vlade
and the Magic.
Divac, Rick Smits.
I understand what you're saying,
Dikembe
though.
Mutombo, Shaquille O'Neal.
These are players
Patrick Ewing,
that was
Hakeem
shut-
Olajuwon, David Robinson. These are all all-star centers from the 90s.
Can I ask you a question?
So all those all-star power forwards and all those all-star
They could guard
centers.
them.
What do you
You
mean
think
by-
Jokic
what-
would do the same thing
Let
in
me
that
ask you-
era?
Let me ask you a question. What do you mean about them guarding them? Like
Right, 'cause
guarding
that's
them
what I
from
was just about
scoring
to
in the
ask
paint
that.
or
I
guarding
was
them
just
from
about
being
to
a
ask that.
facilitator?
Because guarding
The
him from on
reason
the
why
perimeter,
he does what he does is because he plays bully ball now. Nobody has
No,
the
that ain't
size
why-
to compete with him.
No, that ain't why he do what he
You don't
does.
watch the games enough.
I don't watch the game, so he ain't bumping his body on
He
everybody.
big. He a big
That's-
dude.
I mean-
That-
But-
is he bumping his body on
But he
everybody
not-
on every
but
play?
he
no,
not like-
yes or
he's
no?
shooting threes too.
Yeah, he's shooting threes.
if you front
He
face
making
him,
passes from the perimeter.
if you front face him, even with a guard, if you front face Jokic and you're playing him in the front and you're playing him on the weak side,
He's passing the ball.
He's passing the ball, but he's probably not going to get the ball. If you limit his touches, you can play Jokic out of the game.
Yes, but what I'm telling y'all, so
play
he's
Jokic
not
out of the
he's
game.
not bumping playing bully ball every time.
No.
The way he
Come on,
talking
y'all
about
ain't
it,
watching
He
the
be
game.
on the perimeter.
The way he talking about it when
When he on the
Jokic
perimeter,
is,
he easy to be shut down.
Let's
He
say,
shoot threes too.
What's
the
up,
way
Coach?
Dre talking about it, I can see it. It's like, let's say Jokic get the ball and he's coming down because normally he had a ball, the offense runs through them. When he comes down, I do see him like, hey, he getting there, bump.
When I see him bring the ball, when I see him with the ball, I usually see him stop.
There's
at the
screens too.
three.
People do
He'll
screens.
stop
He
at the
said
three.
no,
and then-
I can see that.
You ain't doing that on none of those people I just named.
They can't get screened.
You
He's
can
supposed to use his body.
You can't put a screen on Ronnie Cycling. The fuck out of here. Patrick Ewing had 2 bad knees at 19.
This is the 7
What is
footers in
Patrick
the
Ewing
NBA
doing
right
on the
now.
perimeter?
Zach Edey, Victor Wembanyama, Kristaps Porzingis, Derek Lively,
And they
all
don't
them
want to
play-
guard him.
Jaden Hub,
They don't
play
want to
the
guard
guard.
him.
They play the perimeter.
Rudy Gobert,
Yeah, and they say they
Luke
don't want to guard
Cornett,
him.
There's no
Nick
sense.
Richards, Mark Williams. Y'all see the point I'm saying?
Well,
They don't
These
want to
are
guard
all
him.
perimeter players.
Yes.
And they are centers.
But
Yes.
do that make him not top 25?
What I'm
Because
saying
what he-
is
like we
the
talking about
era
is he
he's
top 25.
No, I don't say
The era he plays in does not need. You do not need a center to
You
win
don't- yeah.
a championship today.
what I'm saying.
You
If
do,
he
not, you do
played,
not need a center on your squad in order to play in order to win the championship.
and he's
today.
the only center.
Yeah,
he's the only center in the NBA.
Weren't
Joel
y'all
Embiid.
arguing that the
Joel
Lakers
Embiid
didn't have a
ain't
center?
playing. Don't keep talking about Joel Embiid.
Hey, you want
Don't
play the
say
four?
Joel Embiid no more. He ain't played no more than nobody.
Man, forget him over
Huh,
there,
huh.
man. Forget him.
What?
Yes, I did argue that the Lakers.
Hold
and-
on. He just said you don't need a center, but
Yes.
earlier in the year,
Yes.
the Lakers ain't got a center. We
We don't
can't
have
do
a center.
shit.
You want to know what
There-
happened?
and
Hey,
I
you wanna
always
know what
told him
happened?
he's looking for something that don't exist.
You want to know what happened? They adjusted, and they
You traded your
no.
center.
They traded the center away and they adjusted. So if you watch, because brother, I don't know if you do, but if you watch when they just played Dallas, Dallas had a healthy Gafford. Dallas had a healthy Lively, and Dallas had a healthy AD.
What was
and they,
Kyrie?
And they got, excuse me, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about centers. And I'm talking about us playing other teams without centers. And we beat the dog shit out of them. Lively didn't have a game. Gafford didn't have a game. And AD did not have a game. They were all pedestrian because you don't need a center to win today. They adjusted. They adjusted.
So
That's what happened. That's
what I'm
happened.
trying to
They
say
adjusted.
with the Jokic situation.
Sorry, my
is
coach made us better.
Just so happened,
Sorry.
Jokic is in the era where the center is not valued, the power forward is not valued.
It's not.
He's a big body guy who uses his body.
But
Yeah.
but
But
what
when Shaq came in the league like that-
being top 25.
When Shaq came in the league like that, he changed the league.
But
It was
what
more
does-
big body people
what
to
does
guard
this
Shaq.
competition have to do with him being top 25?
I think
like
he's still
you
top
going-
25.
That's like you going off saying
But that's
LeBron and
That's
I
just
mean,
like
Jordan
me putting
and
Bob
train
Cousy
somebody.
as somebody top 25 because they got good numbers in the era that they play.
That's what the era that they play in.
Yeah.
It's
That's the
not
era
top
they played
25 if he ain't better than Tim Hardaway.
Okay, what are you?
But
Okay,
he-
those
but
are
he is better
guards.
than-
Those are
he
guards.
is,
We're
ahead
seeing
of
a center
Tim
do
Hardaway.
guard
No,
things.
he ain't.
Bro, he is. He in
Bob
the top
Cousy-
75. Tim Hardaway not in the top 75.
He's in the top 75 because it was only 5 teams at the time he played 10 years. And he got
Jokic-
all the stats and
Jokic-
accolades.
Jokic is top 25.
It was more
Bro,
than 5 teams.
what, name
It
name.
was 6 teams.
So, all right,
How many
you
centers
take
can do what
those-
Jokic do?
Yeah, I was about
Ain't
to
no
say.
centers.
I was about to say that.
How
Take
many
those
centers in the 90s
take
could
those
do that?
centers and compare it to Jokic's skills.
So,
How many of them could do it? Average a
So-
triple double.
so
Outside of Tim Duncan.
You can almost compare
outside the
Jokic to Wilt playing in the 50s when it comes to body size. There's nobody with Jokic's body in the NBA.
I don't care how big the nigga is.
Yeah.
He
Just like-
can't do the stuff that Jokic is doing,
What is he doing? He can't jump off a fucking curb.
and he's still killing
what-
niggas.
that's
what make
it great.
He's still killing
He
niggas.
averaging
great.
27, 10, and 10.
He only player,
10 and 10.
the only center that can do
Bully
what he
ball.
doing
He
got
right
2
now.
triple doubles in one
Because
game.
there's no centers.
Wemby is the only thing that he can.
He don't even look like he.
He couldn't even get that on. He couldn't even get that on
Right,
Brandon
exactly.
Hayward. He couldn't get that on Big Buddha.
He look like
He couldn't get that on any center in the 90s.
He out there giving people buckets.
That's because
assists,
there's no
rebounds,
centers.
everything.
He ain't nothing but a Spencer Haywood in the 90s.
All right,
You
so
are
why-
wild.
The
All
fuck?
right, so why Rudy Gobert ain't doing what he doing?
Rudy Gobert is a bum.
So what?
he is.
That make
He
Jokic
is.
look like.
I didn't say
You know
Jokic
what
got
I'm saying?
skill.
Rudy Gobert.
I didn't say
7'1".
Jokic got
He
skill.
gonna
Like
give
7'3",
you-
He
what
gonna
Jokic
give you
doing.
defense, but he ain't gonna give you the
He ain't
offense.
giving you no defense.
Who gets
Rudy stop
Man,
playing D.
Rudy
who
can't-
gets their
can't
number
jump.
retired? That one or that one?
Jokic.
Yeah, Jokic.
Yeah.
Melo's going in
Melo ain't never got them no damn ring.
I'm just asking, nigga.
Melo's going into the Hall of Fame.
Melo barely made the damn Hall of Fame if it wasn't for the Olympics.
Oh, he's still gonna get his jersey retired in
They only
Nuggets.
no.
If
You
it
can
wasn't
only
for the
retire
Olympics.
one number.
Yeah, it's gonna be Jokic.
It's gonna be Jokic.
It ain't gonna be Melo. Melo.
Jokic got them a damn ring and got 4
in New York.
MVPs. About
But
to should
they
be
did
5.
that on purpose. That's not even a center's number.
They gave
Jokic that number so he can erase the legacy of Carmelo.
No, they gave it away to someone else before they even gave it to Jokic.
They did though.
They tossed that number around a couple times before Jokic got it.
Who had that
And that's
shit?
bogus.
I can't.
Why is that bogus?
I don't
He ain't in the league.
He was in the
Melo.
league for like a year. they,
Melo.
But
and keep in
Melo
mind,
Melo did do a little something when he was there, though,
Melo
man.
Melo was a walking bucket.
He was a walking bucket.
He was a walking bucket.
Would you take Denver
That's
or
it, though.
New York, Melo?
New York.
New York.
I would
Melo.
take New York. All day.
New York Melo was right.
That nigga was
No,
terrible.
New York Melo was
I don't
different.
know.
Oh,
Melo-
no.
He was a baby here. When he went to New York, he became
So
a
his
man.
last years in Denver was the truth.
Yeah, well,
But he had a stack. He had to stack the one of the best rosters in the league.
he had to play against
Nah,
Kobe.
He
that
had
wasn't
Chris
one of the best
Anderson,
times
the Bird. He had the
rosters.
Birdman. He had J.R. Smith.
He had Iverson
He had
at the end of his career.
Iverson at the end of his career.
Yeah,
He had
Sean-
Marcus Camby.
That's the same.
Kenyon Martin.
Kenyon Martin.
He had the J.R. Smith that the Bulls gave away for nothing.
But he
that
was
wasn't
that
the
nigga, though.
That wasn't a good.
The Bulls
J.R.
just didn't
Smith.
know who he was. He could still hit any J.
Nah, he had a better
he
J.R.
was
Smith
wet.
than Bron did.
Hey,
He
that's
was
the
wet.
J- hey,
No.
that's the J.R.
Bron
Smith
had
that
J.R.
LeBron
Smith
looked
in
at
his
him like,
prime.
shoot the ball.
Yeah.
Shoot the damn
That's-
ball.
Hey,
Which
That's
J.R.
this
Smith?
J.R.
y'all
He
talking
got
about?
the rebound,
J.R.
though.
Smith or the Denver J.R. Smith? He played with Melo in both locations.
True.
Yeah, I'm just,
Yeah, so
I'm
he
sorry,
did have
we were talking about
he
the
did have-
Denver
talking
one.
about the Denver
He
one.
had both. He had both good.
Because I was saying Melo team, the Denver was
J.R.
stacked.
Smith
It was in New York. New York.
Yeah.
He won 6 Man of the Year.
He got that J.R.
That's what I'm
Smith.
saying.
He got that J.R. Smith because you got to remember Shump and J.R.
But then- no.
came over from
No, the best
York-
J.R.
New York
Smith,
to-
in my opinion, was when Cleveland.
No.
It was Shump
Bullshit.
and
He was
Shump
just standing in
and
the
J.R.
corner.
as the guards.
He's just standing on the
He
corner.
played, but he was so good on the perimeter D. though.
Hey, you sure
Nah,
about
him
that?
and- him and-
That's the one LeBron was like, shoot the ball.
He got
Shoot
that
the damn
rebound
ball.
though.
He got that rebound.
Shit,
He
that's what I'm
smoked-
saying.
he-
Y'all don't
that
wanna
rebound
talk
was
about it.
accident.
When he was
It
on
was
the
landing in
Cavs,
his
he
hand.
was
Oh,
good.
shit.
When he was on the Cavs, he was good.
He was good.
He had to do much.
He was in New York.
He was in New
J.R.
York.
He
J.R.
get
Smith.
timely threes and shit.
You ready?
What?
Celtics documentary. Larry Bird gets jumped by Moses Malone and Dr. J.
I remember
Hey,
that fight.
I haven't seen that part yet.
I remember that
ain't
fight.
seen that?
I remember
I haven't-
that fight.
I've
Y'all-
never
y'all
heard
has
of
a
this.
deal.
Y'all, because Moses Malone grabbed Larry Bird and Dr. J give him like bow,
Yeah,
bow.
game like a 2-piece.
Really?
Yeah.
Y'all ain't never seen that?
I ain't
Wait,
never
wait,
seen
Oh
wait.
that.
man,
Hey.
you should look that up.
I remember watching that as a kid, and I remember when that shit went down. I'm like,
That's because Larry Bird used to talk that big shit.
right.
Yeah.
And I'm looking like, hold up. Dr. J don't never fight. But hey, that day, Dr.
He hit
J
that
was
nigga in the
fighting.
face?
Yeah, he fought Larry Bird twice.
Man.
But I got a little backstory on that though, because if you look at that video, you'll notice that nobody helped Larry Bird.
Yeah.
Right.
His teammates were just like, shit. Yeah, Robert Parrish got on there and was like, Larry Bird was talking shit about my contract, talking about if I don't want to be here, going somewhere. And he had riffs with other players on the team about his attitude, so they just let him get beat up.
Damn, they let us get his ass
Yeah,
beat.
Kevin McHale and Robert Parrish.
Bro, like the way I remember it is not just from the doc, but just watching it as a kid. He was talking shit to Moses Malone, was talking mad shit, and then next thing you know, he grabbed that motherfucking headlock, and then here come Dr. J. Bip 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 bip. I was like, wow. I was like, you had to do something to get Dr. J really pissed off at that point in time.
Yeah.
See, Larry Bird was he talked a lot of shit.
Yeah, he
The
talked
thing
a lot
is,
of shit.
he was a fierce competitor, but he was very quiet.
Yeah.
So he didn't have much of a personality for a teammate. But when he did talk, he had that fierce Michael Jordan attitude where motherfuckers didn't really like him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What
But
up-
in back in those days, it wasn't like he was doing it to make them better. Like Michael Jordan, he was like, "I'm gonna bring you on board, whether you like it or not. I'm gonna make you better by being, you know what I mean, hard on you." Yeah. Larry Bird was hard on people, and it was kind of like in the black white kind of. Yeah. That's like little touchy subjects they was going with people. So they was kind of like, man, fuck this dude.
Because you remember when that I think they had just lost a game to the Lakers in the finals, and
That wasn't the one that were talking
he got pissed off, and he was like Magic Johnson running down, high fiving everybody else, and my damn teammates over here crying and doing all this shit.
Yeah.
If they want to act like that, they can sit their asses here on the back of the bus. He was going off on his teammates in a press conference, and dude asked him, he was like, what you got to say about your teammates? He was like, Magic Johnson team, they run down there high-fiving each other, cheering each other and everything else, and my teammates just sitting here looking like ass.
Yeah, that was after 84 because he won 2 MVPs in a row, so he was considered to being the best player in the NBA.
He was hot.
Is there something to be said about the fact that everyone shits on Larry Bird's legacy?
I don't know why.
Do they?
I'm gonna tell you why.
No one takes him seriously.
I'm gonna tell you why
as a-
because
as a-
Larry
as a
Bird only had about a good 5 years.
prime.
Yeah,
Prime, good years.
yeah.
'Cause
That's
after
why.
that,
So
his back.
But he was the best player in the world those 5 years.
why would you say best player in the world if he didn't lead the league in scoring? He didn't lead, you know what I'm saying? He didn't even win the championships in those 5. He won 3.
That's 3
You're
out of
just a hater.
5.
You're just a hater.
He won
Wait,
2
didn't he
in
win?
his prime, and
Well,
then he
you
got
got-
one.
what do you
Did
got?
he win 3 MVPs back to back?
No,
Yeah.
two of them.
No, he won 3 in a
might
row.
have won
3 in a row.
Yeah, but Jordan was in the league averaging 37 points a game.
And winning
That was
15
after.
games a year.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying,
Well,
you
I'm
weren't the
saying that-
best player in the league.
He was.
You weren't the best player in the
the
league.
problem-
If you win 3
when
MVPs
they
in
had
a row, you the best player in the league.
The problem that people, the problem
at that time it was Jordan, but they had to get Larry Bird. Got swept the year before. They had to go get Kevin McHale and Robert Pears. Every year, Ray Auerbach somehow got the first overall pick.
First pick.
So
bro.
he
That's
got
right.
that. Then he was able to bring in a Hall of Famer, Dennis Johnson. Then he was able to bring in Bill Walton.
But he was
Them
that
only-
was in the Bill
Then
Walton
he
career.
drafted old dude.
Lynn Bias.
Bill Walton still
They
6
dra-
man of the year
and
that
then
year.
they drafted Lynn Bias,
Yeah,
number
Lynn
one
Bias.
Yeah,
overall.
then you get another.
overall.
That's when it all went to shit
but he
after
didn't
Lynn
play.
Bias died.
Yeah,
But they
if
was
he
getting the
played,
number 1
though,
overall
And
pick
Larry
every
Bird
year.
back went
they
out.
won the championship. Did they win the championship that year after when they drafted Lynn Bias?
Yep.
I think so, yeah.
Yep. That was Bird's last one. So how do you win the chip and have the number 1 overall pick the next year? Come on. The NBA was
Well,
on
the
some
problem,
bullshit.
the problem with the reason why Larry Bird don't get as recognized as he should is because his career is directly related to Magic Johnson's.
Yeah.
He don't stand on his own. It's them two together.
and
you know what
Magic
I mean?
had a
That's
better
a good
career.
point.
So,
How many chips did he end with?
Magic got 5.
No.
Because you remember,
The
And
Bird,
the one
Bird.
that
Bird got like
or 4 or 5.
three.
Bird got
No.
3.
He got 3.
And then
Because-
and how
So
many
Magic
MVPs?
beat him in
And
college.
Magic beat him in college and beat him in the pros.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
How
got
many
5.
MVPs Bird got?
He
Bird,
might got
I
4.
think
Three.
Bird
Four.
got
Three.
3.
Oh.
3 and 3 titles.
Because-
Does Magic have an MVP?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got a finals MVP and he got a regular
Larry
season
got
MVP.
2 finals MVPs, 3 regular season MVPs.
Larry Bird, 3-time NBA champion, 3-time NBA MVP.
Pull up Magic's real quick.
because
Magic
that-
got 5.
1980 Rookie of the Year.
right.
I know he got 5, and I don't know how many.
And 1
'Cause,
MVP, I think.
I think
Nine All NBA first team.
because
Who? Larry Bird?
honestly, you still got to think about it like
Three
this.
3-point champion.
In 79 or 79, 80, when Magic went to the league, I think Bird was already supposed to be in the league, but they came in the same year.
Yeah.
He decided to go back to Indiana State.
Yeah,
So he was supposed to come ahead of Magic.
yeah, and then they ended up coming the same year.
Yeah.
yeah.
But,
And then
And then
Magic,
Larry Bird got Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
yeah, and then it's
And then that's when
But
Magic
Magic won the
Magic got-
championship.
But
won
Magic
championship
won
and
he's
won
got 3
MVP.
finals
3
MVPs.
finals MVP.
Yeah.
Right.
That's nuts.
How many regular season? 1?
3. Was it 3? 3 and 3?
Yeah. But
fuck
like,
Magic.
I mean,
Nah, Magic was way better.
but like
than Bird.
I can see that. Like
Three
that's the
regular
reason why you don't give Larry Bird
But they weren't all back
like
to back.
that clout that he need because they shit is like
I-
tied in together.
But I think he's consistently been put as the number 2 greatest small forward of all time.
yeah, consistent.
But with the way that they had to literally stack those teams to get the Celtics out of purgatory every time. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, because I
Ridiculous.
have to give Red Auerbach credit. He kept
Had
like
the most in
making
the NBA.
trades. He was finding a way to make a trade because
I don't know how they did that.
Because I
shit.
remember, matter of fact, the year that McHale came in, wasn't nobody really looking at his ass in Minnesota. Red Auerbach was like, "Hey, let's find a way to get him." And then I think Robert Parrish was already in the league. Hey, let's trade for him. And then all of a sudden, here come Dennis Johnson. I'm looking like, damn, like the fuck. And then right after that, you get the number 1 draft pick. And you get fucking Lynn Bias. How the hell you pull that shit off, bro?
Then they got Danny Ainge.
Yeah, Danny Ainge.
That's crazy that Dre don't have more of a Larry Bird jersey on since he went to his alma mater.
Hey, but you know, remember,
Nah, man, I ain't.
remember,
Now you got to
hey,
see your school.
remember,
Yeah, but
Bird
I
went
don't mean I'm
to
a
Indiana
Larry
before
Bird
he went
fan.
to Indiana State.
Yeah, he went to Bloomington first.
Yeah, he went to Indiana first.
Yeah, he just said, "Fuck it, I'm dropping out. I can't do this." And then Indiana State called, like, "Hey, come play for me."
He was a bad man though. He don't get the
Did he-
recognition he deserved though.
Didn't
He was a
drop
bad
like,
dude.
Didn't he drop like 30 in some boots?
Yeah, they said he did, but they say like Bird is one of those type of dudes that'll tell you this is the type of move I'm finna do on you, and get it off and do it.
Yep. Dribble, pull up,
Right.
one bounce.
I thought
boom.
he get the recognition that he deserved.
Yeah, I think he get too much recognition.
I don't
Now
think
we,
it's too much.
I don't think he get too much.
now we doing the Dennis Rodman, Isaiah Thomas, saying Bird is just another guy if he was black.
Yeah, that's what they said.
I think
remember
he
them
just
Can I ask you
another
guys?
guy.
Can I
But
ask
he's
you guys?
not.
You brought up Isaiah Thomas,
But he's
and
not.
I saw something. Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
So he would be
He's
different.
not.
He would be different than the Tim Duncan or something.
Tim Duncan can't shoot like him. He couldn't play like Larry Bird.
You know,
Bird was
I'm just talking about far as stature or career. Like right now,
If somebody
now we have him over
But y'all
Duncan.
gotta understand,
Okay.
Larry Bird was ahead of Larry Bird was the first pure 3-point shooter that we
three-time
that we seen.
NBA
Yeah.
three-point
So
champ.
that right there, does, like
He
the
shot.
recognition he was
Larry
getting at the
Bird
time
shot
was crazy
3
because of
threes
that.
a
It's like the
game.
Steph Curry of
2
today.
threes a game. 3 threes.
But I'm
That's
just
not
saying.
a
He
He
pure
didn't even
anything.
take off his
But-
warm up for the
but-
3-point
yeah.
contest. He said, "Fuck it." And
He was
won.
known for his 3-point shooting.
Yeah, but he lost a couple of them too, though.
So did
He
Steph
win
Curry.
every time.
People lose him. But the thing is, if a black dude was doing exactly what Larry Bird doing, he would be getting the same exact love that Larry Bird get.
Nah.
A three-time NBA champion, all-star.
No, he wouldn't have got the MVP or the accolades.
But it was a still
for having
it
those
was a
mediocre
But it was a
stats.
marketing plan for the NBA. It was like
But that's what saved the NBA,
Yeah, it
Larry
was
and
like-
Magic.
Yeah,
It was like
the
Larry
white
Magic.
against black.
so his record. That's why. He
But
got
when
all
they
that
weren't
recognition.
playing each other, he was still leading the league. He was still killing.
No,
still
no.
going
What
still.
I'm saying is, if you put his stats up, if we put no names and we put his stats up against somebody like Derek Coleman,
You gonna take Larry Bird? What you talking about? Why you was using that for example?
This dude.
so you gon' so
dude.
so Larry Bird's 24
They gonna
points a
tear your
game.
ass up online for
What
this
I'm
shit.
saying,
bro.
what I'm saying, Larry Bird's 20. We ain't got no name or nothing, no accolade next to
You
it,
gonna
just
put-
their
You gonna
stats.
put Derek Coleman stacks? You gonna use nobody else?
I'm just giving an example. Derek Coleman may average 24 a game. He may give you 10 boards. He's doing the same thing. Is what I'm saying. Take away the accolade. Just look at the stats.
I'll give you three.
Okay,
I'll
but the
give you
stats
players
don't got
who-
nothing to do with what you do in the playoffs and the finals.
No,
I-
I'm just saying. For instance, if that was just Bernard King on
Why-
that team,
No, no.
Why not just get a man with his props, man?
he got props.
I'll
but
give
he
you-
ain't one of the top. I don't think he top 10.
We're talking individual stats, so the best individual award is MVP. Other players with 3 MVPs include Moses Malone, Nikola Jokic, Magic Johnson, Julius Erving, and of course we were talking about Larry Bird. So Larry Bird, is Bird is he the best, the least out of vote? Bird, Julius Erving, Magic Johnson, Nikola Jokic, Moses Malone. How does he fit in that group?
Probably under Moses. I mean, right
Above
above
Moses.
Moses. Right above Moses.
I put him above Moses.
But I don't know because Moses, he was the man.
That dude.
He was.
That's what I'm saying. And he took
was a
multiple teams to the finals. So Moses was that man, and he averaged 22 and 20.
He was a beast.
So I don't know.
Players with
I'm not
4
gonna take nothing away from all. They all won 3 MVPs. They all good in my book,
Yeah.
Okay.
including Larry Bird. I'll give him his props.
I saw something the other day that I that wasn't on the list that I was wondering how you guys felt about it. I saw Isaiah Thomas was on NBA TV. You were right. That nigga looks wild.
I told y'all.
Which Isaiah, the original?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hating ass nigga.
He said original, like it's KFC.
Well, you know the other one that played
Yeah,
for Boston.
That's
Yeah.
spicy.
Yeah.
He got named on the bet.
He got original and spicy.
His dad lost the bet.
So LeBron James went out prior to the game, to the Houston game, and he does what he does. I mean, LeBron, you see him pre-game, he ain't got no shirt on, he's shooting shots. And Isaiah Thomas took issue with LeBron James, doing that and saying, if you want to find someone, find that. Like, what league are we in where that's okay and that's acceptable? This is the NBA. What are we doing letting players go out and with no shirt on and and shooting before the game and pregame.
Man.
And
He's
whatnot.
a big 6'8" black
Right.
guy
Me
with
and Dre-
tattoos.
Well,
There's
no
little
fans
white
are-
girls out
well, no
there.
And me and
fans.
Dre was talking about that
Like,
shit.
what are
He
you
said he was
doing?
gonna
How do you
bring
guys
that
feel
up.
about that?
Man, he shouldn't have been able to do it. It's
Who
the
gives a
NBA.
fuck?
I like,
It's the
The
NBA.
NFL does it.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
Well, if you're not able to wear your own headbands, you can't wear whatever socks you want to wear. You have to abide by the dress code of the NBA. Then him not wearing a jersey at all.
Are we selling sex or are we selling basketball?
What
What are we doing here?
I think
What are we doing here?
think he
You a
should
big
have his uniform
6'8" tatted up.
Let me
black
ask you
dude.
this.
I think he should have his uniform on.
When does the clock start?
Yeah, I was about to
when
say
do you
that.
clock in as an NBA
When
player?
you're at an NBA stadium.
When you in the arena, you at work.
As soon as you walk in that arena,
I think he made a big deal out of it.
I don't think
Man,
it
I
should be
think
that big of a deal,
by
but at
that
the end of the
being
day, he should wear his
NBA,
uniform.
You know what I'm saying? And I think they gotten too far away from having a standard. The players are coming in wearing what they want.
Daisy Dukes.
They're not wearing suits and ties. The coaches is wearing what they want.
Yeah.
No, I think they should get back to coaches wearing suit and ties and players coming in wearing some type of collar shirt or something. Because what it is, it had us as kids
it's a fashion show now.
seeing that and saying, "Oh yeah, we're going to dress professional. The players are
Yeah,
professional
I agree with
players."
that.
Now
Mike
it's
was
like,
the epitome
oh,
of class.
each kid
whole
looking
era
at these
was.
guys like they clowns. Like, look at Russell Westbrook. They got purses and everything.
Fishnet shirts.
Like we don't know if it's the WNBA or the NBA when they walking in
his
there.
nipples outside the shirt.
Right, like they selling
Through the
sex
holes,
or
you
you
know what I'm
selling
saying?
basketball.
You see what Kyle Kuzma will be having on when he come in.
Too many players
And,
trying to be sexy.
Who is it?
That's the problem.
Don't get me started on Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. The shit he be having on, I'll be like, dude.
Trying to look cute.
Ben
Who
Simmons.
does that?
Ben Simmons
Grown ass man.
rather wear an outfit than play basketball.
Now Ben Simmons be fly than the motherfucker. Them sweaters be fresh. I got to give it to Ben. Now, he's best dressed.
No, Scotty Barnes.
Scotty Barnes.
You got checking the Scotty Barnes. Scotty Barnes. That nigga throw that shit on. Pause.
Oh my
You sure?
When you said that, I
What
don't
I'm
even
saying,
want to see
hey,
it.
but that like they said, that shit that what's that
on.
Westbrook that came in the fishnet?
Yeah.
With
With
the
his nipples hanging out. That's
like,
what I just
dude,
said. The nipples
what
outside
you
the shirt.
rocking, man.
So-
And he had the little man bag on the side. I'm like,
So with
I agree
LeBron
with that part, though.
setting the standard because they follow him, now they just gonna come in with their shirt off.
yeah.
Okay, I'm with you. He dresses well.
Now they just gonna come on in. They gonna come on with their shirt
I don't know.
off.
I don't want
You
to.
should
I don't
wear
want
a
to. I don't want to.
At least get your tattoos redone.
I just want to see what you guys thought of it. I think that I think Isaiah Thomas is and will forever be a hater. So whatever.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm with him on
But
that.
he right
one,
though
man.
on that.
This
I
the
mean,
NBA.
shoot-around is
This is
different
not
than,
the
like,
T. This
that's
is not the
different.
basketball
That's different
tournament.
than people coming inside the arena and the coaches. Like he just going up there to get some shots up, headphones on, sweatpants,
Yeah.
just getting some shots up. That probably was about 5 hours before the game
Yeah,
even started.
Nah,
if you
it wasn't 5
Wasn't even no
hours.
fans in the
Yeah,
stadium.
if you look, there's no fans.
It was
no
some
fans.
paid. It was some paid little girls
I mean,
walking
but you
around
think about
there.
it though, like the fucking NFL do it all the
That's
time.
what I'm saying. And the
And-
NFL
and
does
in
it while
college.
there's people in the stadium.
Yeah, but look how far away from
who cares
the actual
about him?
fan
Like,
the NFL player is.
We watched the WWE.
Well, let's
No, for
move on.
real.
Speedos.
If
Look
there-
how
all right,
far away.
If there was
There's
like,
there's no chance of that black man getting loose and touching these white people.
look, if there was fans in there,
That- so
all
they don't care.
he
It's so
shoulda had a
far
shirt.
away.
But if there was fans in there, he should have had a shirt. If there was no fans, who cares? There's no one in there.
It was fans. in there.
We'll move on to something where the fans
Put a
are
shirt
seeing
on.
it and fans are there. Ja Morant.
man, dude.
So Ja Morant is being fined for using plenty of gestures at this point. He's got the gun gesture. He's got the gesture of throwing the bomb,
The grenade now,
the
yeah.
grenade.
He don't care, man.
And it looks like he's not slowing down anytime soon. He's taking this as a
G.I.
personal. He's taking this as a personal. What you remember when they fined Jordan for the shoes?
Yeah.
Same thing. And he's going every single time,
taking it
every single
personal.
chance he can.
He's gonna lose with that.
And he's got a quote. He said, "I was pretty much a villain for 2 years now." It's what Shams said. He said, "If somebody can say something negative about me, it's going to be out there." How do we feel about Ja Morant being defiant? And do you feel like it's fair for Ja Morant to be to be talked about in this light when there are other players doing the same thing.
He a badass kid.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Yes.
He bad.
He need a whooping.
Right.
Nigga need a whooping. Where your
That's-
daddy
That's
at?
where you can explain it.
Yeah.
Stephen A. need to call his
I put it to
daddy
you like
out.
this. He's-
Stephen A. need to call his
It's
daddy
a
out.
bad look because I think I was driving down the street the other day and I seen the exact same some kid outside shooting hoops. When he hit a shot, he did the exact same thing John Moran did. I was looking like,
My sons be doing that shit. I told him to whoop
That's
his ass
fucked
next time
up
I see him
already.
do that shit.
I was like, that's fucked up, bro.
Why?
You see what he said though, right?
So what happens?
Yo,
when
him and
you-
his father?
So
None.
so
Why?
what? So
Why?
This is
Why
why.
are
So
you
this is why. So you driving down the street in Gary, right? An old head like me, they like to call me an old head.
I mean, you are old.
I see some kids just in the street. They doing that gun signal. They could have been or whatever it is. I don't know what they doing.
Yep.
I might pop one of their ass.
Exactly.
That's why.
Straight off the
Hey,
top.
That's
hey,
why.
No, he being honest.
I might pop one of their ass for being stupid, big, and they're doing that. I don't know what they doing. So why even put yourself in that predicament?
We
talking about basketball.
When did shooting people become a celebration to begin with?
Right.
You see what he
Throwing
said about
a
the
grenade
grenade?
into a crowd.
No, you see what he said about throwing the grenade though,
what he said
right?
about the grenade.
It's not what you think it is. I'm gonna take my words, I'm gonna throw them out there, and then I'm gonna block out the noise.
Man, I don't want to
the
hear
hell?
that
What?
dumb shit. He's
That was
trying.
a good-
He's
He's trying to
trying
just
to.
make
He's
it
trying to
sound
play
better.
the game. He
Hey.
need a whooping. If
And
he was
then-
my kid, I would whoop him.
No, and then he
good.
said that they
That's
can
good PR
they can
right
keep
there.
finding him, and that he'll just find another celebration.
And you know the crazy thing
That's a
about
bad
then-
kid being
Like,
bad.
why?
Right.
And then
Why?
I seen them hitting the shot, and I seen them forget what to do, and then it was like, "Oh yeah, this is my celebration."
Right.
He thinking too fucking much about it.
Right.
much. Yeah.
Play basketball.
You just got your coach fired. Like what the fuck?
You
Nah,
got
he didn't
fi-
get.
I
He
think
didn't get
his
the coach
father-
You
Right.
fired.
got
Right.
suspended twice for guns, and then you're
Right.
gonna do that in a
He
game.
need a
That's
whooping.
stupid.
He need a whooping.
That statement that you
His
said,
father be tripping.
his father don't say shit about
Yeah.
anything
Father
he
be
do.
tripping.
Don't correct him on none of it. Like say
Because the money keep coming in.
exactly. There it is right
Yeah.
there. As long as the money coming
And
in,
like
I'm
you
just shut
said,
my
he's a
fucking mouth.
badass kid. He probably told his father, man,
Fuck that, man. Hey,
So is it?
Yeah.
So you have other players who
I'm happy.
have similar celebrations.
Yeah, they do.
Are they finding those players? too?
Yeah, but those
They
other
didn't get
players
caught
they
with no
got
gun.
caught with
They not
guns
doing it as
already.
much.
Yeah.
They not on probation.
Right.
They're
Some
not
people
doing
can't
too
do
much.
certain shit.
hey,
Like, come
Very,
on.
hey, very true.
You know what I'm saying?
Tell me someone
You
who has a
already got
similar
caught with the
celebration as
shit.
that.
You on probation already.
The only
Like,
player
what
I've
the
seen
fuck?
do it is Kendrick Nunn in China. So,
Okay,
That's why the fuck he in
That's
China.
why.
but yeah, no, you do have you.
Yeah.
you
That
got-
was a
you got that
laser
whole-
beam. It don't even mean the
This is
same in
cool.
China.
what I know.
That means ice in the veins.
No, the Bridges guy, he point at something. He point. and
Oh,
do
yeah.
that.
Oh, the three, but he doing
Oh,
it
yeah.
at three. That's when he hit a
And
three.
he,
But
and
yeah.
he's shaking
When they
his
used to do
head.
the arrow.
But he's not
the
going
arrow.
like that. He's not
that's the,
like that.
Yeah, they don't let you do the arrow no more.
So
The
they-
do that no
arrow
more?
thing,
Nah.
what Murray was doing that. I
Yeah.
remember that. That's why they want to start calling him the blue arrow at one point in time. He'd do that, and I'm looking like, Murray, what the fuck you doing, dog? Like, what is you doing? You shooting the arrow? Like,
So
yeah, but
should
he
they-
wasn't
should
caught.
know better
He
as a-
wasn't
He wasn't
caught.
caught killing people with
He
arrows.
wasn't caught sleeping with a Native American.
So should we
He wasn't caught
ban
dating-
all
dating
celebrations,
never-
or should John Morant just?
He
Is
just
it
Oh,
certain?
cool
Is
out.
it certain?
Just have some class
He
and be
having,
smart.
he having a worst year of his career. Why the fuck is he trying to create a narrative about fandom?
I'll put it to you like this.
Like, just who?
All four of us, we got sons. And if any of the motherfuckers was in the NBA or something like that doing that shit, I guarantee you, we gonna get at them right after the game. What
You
the fuck
fucking
you
up the
doing?
bag for no reason.
Yeah, idiot.
Quit trying to be.
Is the best trade this season Luka to the Lakers or Jimmy to the Warriors?
We got to see.
Yeah,
We'll
this-
find out in the playoffs.
For this season, I think Golden State gonna win it, man. So I'm gonna say Golden State. Go Jimmy to the.
I still hope Denver win it, but if not, Golden State. That's the one I want to win. Because I want Jimmy to get one too.
I just hope that
Yeah, me
Golden
too.
State stay healthy.
We
But I
gotta
don't
see.
see them staying healthy.
And I
so
wanna
think
see
the
Steph
Lakers
Curry
going to
go.
the finals.
Who's on their bench?
Steph already hurt his.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Warriors.
They got Moody, Kaminga,
Looney,
Looney,
Pazinski, whatever that dude's name is.
Pazinski,
Because
who else? Jackson Hayes, not Jackson.
that
Hayes.
dude starred, don't he? No, when
Jackson
he come off the
Davis.
bench now though.
You know?
I think they put him off the
Who
bench.
Pazinski?
Yeah,
Yeah,
No,
he started
started
now. He
last
started
year.
now.
Okay,
He getting
yeah.
20 a game now.
Yeah, so
You trust that more than you trust the Lakers roster?
I do.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I trust their system. I trust their coach. I trust Steph Curry. I trust Jimmy Butler. and I trust
their
Draymond
defense
Green.
against the Lakers.
Just
You
because
trust Jimmy
the fact
Butler.
is-
You trust Jimmy Butler and Steph Curry
play
more
and
than-
Draymond.
and Draymond more than you trust LeBron.
They got way more
Luka.
rings than them. Yes,
Yes.
they got way more rings
I
than them.
trust it because
Yes.
they're
Yes.
offensively and defensively.
Huh?
Right.
They're in sync on both ends.
Who?
Yeah. Golden State.
Don't get nervous because y'all
Butler
playing
and,
us in the first
and
round.
Draymond Green.
Okay, yeah.
They're
No,
in sync.
I'm not. I'm just asking questions.
They're in sync on both ends.
I'm just asking questions.
But I think something gonna happen that is gonna make the Lakers. Like I think something gonna happen to Golden State.
Again,
I
historically,
don't trust the
Hold
NBA.
on, you owe us something. What's gonna happen?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You owe us something.
Hit us
Y'all.
with the
Conspiracy.
I just listen. It happens every year with LeBron.
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
when he on the road like this,
I know.
something always happens.
historically, the Lakers have bested the Warriors year over year over
Yeah.
year over year.
No,
But they had
no.
AD.
What's Steph's
had
record
AD.
against LeBron's in the
Bro.
playoffs?
No, we talking about the Lakers versus not.
Oh, you
Cleveland,
talking about
yeah.
like
But they
Mitch
had AD.
Richmond
They
against
lost
Kobe
AD.
Bryant? It's like,
They lost AD.
You think they can shut down Luka?
Yeah.
I'm just asking. I don't know.
Like,
I think Jimmy Butler will do a damn good job on
Because we've
it.
only
I
seen
think
this.
Draymond will do a good job
Yeah.
on Luka.
This iteration
Kuminga
of both
too.
teams,
Yeah.
this iteration of both teams, we've only seen them play once, and the one time that we did see them play, we were missing players on both ends, I believe.
I think
So we didn't really get a good game.
Here's a question I want to ask you.
Yeah.
So, with the Warriors and the Lakers, and I know how you on this AR shit. Let's say Luka is having an off game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say LeBron is having a mid game.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think AI is going to be that third person to step up for him like that in the playoffs?
Yeah. Yeah.
all they need to do when AR is in the game is put in a rim protector
Pretty much.
at that time of the game. Nobody ever does it. Nobody ever does it, so he gets layups all the time when he's in the game.
I think the Lakers.
All
will-
we need is a
not
Theo
better.
Ratliff.
I think the
Like,
Lakers
God
have.
damn.
I think the Lakers have the same advantage over the Warriors that they've had every other year.
no, they don't.
The
They
Warriors
lost AD.
bench
What
is deep.
advantage?
Their
No,
advantage
they're-
been AD.
Their and also their ability to get to the rack.
Man,
Their
look.
advantage always been AD. The Warriors' problem is that they never got a center. They
Right.
never got a
Right.
center.
Right.
Everything else been okay against the Lakers.
You
They
think,
haven't got. They lost. Lakers lost their center.
You
so
think
I
Draymond
think-
gonna
I
get
think
in
Golden State got a
LeBron's
chance.
head
But
again?
Jimmy Butler,
I
the
don't
way he
trust
get to
Draymond
the
Green
free
with-
throw
and
line,
that's another thing.
gonna have
I don't
Steph
trust
fresh.
Draymond against LeBron.
Yeah.
Look,
I don't, for some reason, y'all say.
Yeah. No, I
think
see
that
what you're on.
He in bed with LeBron. I don't know what's going on.
I
with
see
LeBron,
what I see
bro.
what you're on. And
could be. He
Bro,
do fascinated
Ever
about
since
him.
that 2015, 16, what year was that? 16, bro.
The stimulus
He been
package.
suspect against LeBron, bro. And they do business together outside of.
Yeah, they do. He
off the
damn near
court.
clutch
Draymond?
sports.
Yeah, he is clutch sports.
He is.
Oh yeah,
He
see,
walk
I
around
don't
clutch
trust
sports.
see,
him.
I don't
that's some
trust
bullshit right there.
Yeah, I don't trust
I don't
him.
trust him against LeBron. And he
tomorrow.
be riding. I'm sorry, he be riding LeBron like I'm gonna miss a game to go see LeBron score. Like he say
I saw
stuff like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
You know.
Ah,
It's like,
man.
He
oh,
became
so-
too close to friends.
Yeah,
with
dick
him.
rider like that.
Just to put it in perspective,
But Jimmy ain't going.
Tomorrow, the Clippers and Warriors play each other, and the Timberwolves and Jazz play each other.
What is
If the Warriors lose, they get the Lakers. If the Timberwolves lose, the Lakers get the Warriors. So if one of them loses, if they both win out, then it stays the same. The Lakers get the Warriors.
It's best
So
for
what, they get the
NBA.
Warriors no matter what?
Oh no!
Yeah.
If the Timberwolves win,
the Timberwolves
And the
are
or
Warriors-
if the Clippers win, the Lakers get the Timberwolves.
They don't want that smoke.
Yeah, so the Lakers and Clippers are playing each other. I mean, the Warriors and Clippers are playing each other, and the Clippers have one game up on the Warriors.
Who would you rather play, the Wolves or the Warriors?
The 7 games.
The Wolves.
I'd say Wolves.
The Wolves. They can outsmart the Wolves.
Yeah.
They can outsmart the Warriors.
Yeah,
There's
The
no rings
Warriors
on the
got
Wolves.
too
you
much
can't
experience.
you can't really outsmart Steve Kerr
Yeah.
that often.
But
I
do
mean,
you
I
have
think
the
JJ could
legs
do-
to go to run with Minnesota?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think they do.
They don't need to. LeBron. It's
No.
playoffs. The playoffs game
Now,
slow
now
down.
the
It slows
DiVincenzo, now
down.
the DiVincenzo is
Yeah, the
back,
playoff
man.
game-
it
Minnesota's
slows
about
down.
to be
The
very
playoff game
deadly.
slows
And-
down,
and they're-
LeBron
And Anthony
James at
Edwards
his
is
best
different.
Hey, yeah, and don't let him get going. 'cause you know
Anthony
he gonna
Edwards is
talk
different.
mad
As a-
shit.
that don't even matter.
Going
LeBron
into-
James at his best at the slow pace, like slowing down the game.
go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he,
half court,
because him
offense.
and Luka is the only players I know that needs a screen on every damn possession.
Yeah.
The
That
last
don't make no damn
the last
sense.
2-3 games, the Lakers are shooting like 55% from three. You shooting at that high?
That's the only way they're gonna win.
They're gonna run out
Now,
of
they'll
gas.
beat Minnesota
The Lakers is
without
gonna
that.
run out of gas.
They'll beat Minnesota without that.
If
Their
they-
only problem might be the Warriors. If the Warriors is healthy, I can see the Warriors.
Uh,
beat
the-
them.
Minnesota,
would've-
Minnesota gonna be their kryptonite because
I
they
would-
got Rudy Gobert.
I would
His ass.
LeBron James. can pick him.
But he gonna be their kryptonite
He
though.
don't need to do that. All he
As
do
long
is play
as
defense
they,
and rebound.
they don't need to switch him out. They don't need to let him because Luka's gonna try to embarrass him and bring him out on
Hey,
the screen.
'cause don't-
But
yeah,
they don't
don't-
need to even let him come out there.
Exactly. Don't do Luka on the screen where he get matched
Play a
up
fucking
in,
2-3 zone on him or something.
against Anthony Edwards. Like say if they do a screen and then Luka had to come out.
Luka
like
can't
that,
never stand in front of Anthony Edwards.
That's gonna be a problem.
Oh, nobody for that matter.
No.
And I don't think the NBA gonna allow Steph to get 5 before LeBron.
You don't think so?
I hope so.
I hope.
Man,
so,
because
too.
if they do that, boy,
Because
I want Steph to go down as the greatest point guard of all
me
time.
too.
And I think he needs to win another one to be over Magic,
Yeah.
especially
So do y'all
without KD.
think in the past 15 years that the NBA actually been LeBron James,
No,
or it's just the ESPN?
it's
thing?
been both. It's been back and forth between him and Steph Curry.
Like they be saying he the best player in the world for the last.
Well, no, he hasn't been the best player in the world
That'd
for
be
a very
easy.
long time.
I'll say for the majority of the past 15 years.
no,
No.
because check this out.
He ain't been the best.
Steph got 4 wins. Kawhi got a few
Outside
wins.
of that though,
Like,
Bron,
come on.
Bron got
speak
his first win in,
let's speak-
in
let's-
2012.
let's speak about the greatness though. That
was
been
great
happening.
prior.
Let's speak about the greatness that been happening in these 15 years.
Right.
He
You
ain't
had-
been a part of
you had
it.
KD.
You had KD.
What year?
greatness.
15 years ago. What were we at?
2000.
Okay, so 2000.
So you had KD.
No,
2010.
2010. I mean, I'm sorry. You had
That was when he
Derrick
was with
Rose,
Miami.
which is a phenomenon.
Yeah,
Then
that
you had
was a
KD.
1 year wonder.
Yeah, that's 1 year. Then
He
you
was
had-
the best player in the league that year.
Then you had KD
Russell
win this
Westbrook.
MVP. Then you had Westbrook average a triple double. Then you had
James
James
Harden.
Harden average 37 points. Then you had the greatest shooter. That
Steph
ever
Curry.
lived.
So that puts you
Then
at what?
had
Hold on,
Jokic.
hold on. Yeah, from
Right.
2010.
You had Giannis.
Then
From
you had
20
Giannis.
from 2010.
Giannis was the best in
Then
the
you had
world.
Kawhi in the
No,
mix of all that.
from 20
Right.
from 2010
Bro.
to 2014. Bron
When
was the best
have
player
the-
in the league.
That's 4
Since
years.
when?
Yeah,
Nah.
and then after
It's 2014. I
2014.
think KD was in that time frame.
Kobe was.
Ain't- while
Yeah,
while
Kobe.
Bron
What
was
you talking about?
yeah, Kobe was still in the
Kobe
game.
was.
Kobe was hurt.
I think Derrick
Nah.
Rose the best
Kobe-
player in the league in
Nah.
2010.
Kobe got hurt in 2013.
Yeah.
But the question is, why is it a debate? It's
I
a
don't
debate
think it-
every year for LeBron. It's been a debate every year.
I don't think.
I
he
think it's
the
been
best
I
player.
think when
in the
LeBron
league
was in a
playing.
Miami Heat jersey, there weren't any better players in the league.
Yeah, but I'm saying
but
Dwayne
Derrick
Wade was
Rose-
still
Kobe.
Dwayne Wade was
Kobe.
still
They couldn't
better
do
than he
nothing with
was
Derrick
before he
Rose.
went to Miami.
Kobe.
I think Derrick Rose.
Derrick
was-
Rose.
I mean, I think Dwayne Wade was the best player in the league the year before LeBron went to the.
Yeah, he was.
And the first year,
The year they won with Shaq?
the
Nah,
first year
he
when
was
LeBron
the best player in the
got there.
playoffs.
He
but not
led the
that
league in
year.
scoring the year before LeBron went. But y'all
Yeah,
laughed at me when I
29 a
said
game.
They sent them over though, but
Yeah, we say it again.
Yeah. We'll laugh again.
No,
What was it?
It's because I view the way I look at the NBA. I look at it from the marketing standpoint. Y'all might look at it just for the game, the way.
No, I understand.
No, I look
what
at
you
it
mean
as a
by the
business and
marketing
everything.
business.
So when I say that, I say that the league been catering to LeBron to make him.
The face,
the
and
greatest.
I agree.
So when I say like KD was sent over there or LeBron was sent over there, it's because the league can't let nobody take the lead from LeBron. So Dwayne Wade he won a title already. He came in the league with LeBron. He won Finals MVP, one of the greatest finals at that point that we have ever seen outside of Jordan.
yeah,
So it's like then if you notice the next year, LeBron go to the finals. It's only to mimic. Like, nah, we can't let this dude, nobody think that he's the best person in the league. And he came in the same draft class. It started back when Melo supposedly went to Detroit, but he didn't go to Detroit because if he'd went to Detroit, he'd have won titles.
yeah.
So they sent him
had made-
up into the draft. He
and
thought he was going to
then
Detroit.
they blocked Melo from going to L.A.
And then
No,
he
they
didn't-
blocked Chris Paul.
they tried-
Yeah.
then
No,
he didn't-
Melo too.
Then Melo didn't even get rookie
Melo
of the year.
too. He did,
Melo
and he
didn't
had
get
better
rookie of the year.
stats, and he made the
And
playoffs.
then 09, D-Wade led the league in scoring, and his team the year before he was hurt. In 08, he was hurt. He sat out majority of the season. Came back 09, led the league in scoring, and was fourth in the East. He's supposed to be an MVP.
What was that
He gave
year
to the
that Melo was supposed to sign with Chicago, but he stayed with New York for the money?
He did that for the money.
What?
Ain't had nothing to do with it.
But I'm saying if he'd went to Chicago that year like he was supposed to, bro.
Yeah.
He was supposed to go to Miami,
They had a
he
deal
supposed
on
to
the
went to Miami.
table for
I
Lamar
remember that.
Odom,
but he didn't
for
want to come
Melo.
off the bench.
So I just look at it like that.
Chris
Outside
Bosh
of
was
that.
never one supposed to go.
So I think LeBron had to go there to like, because if you notice the first year Dwayne Wade was it was his team still. How you gonna have a talk with somebody that made it to the finals because this guy didn't show up and tell him, hey, you gotta tone that shit down, let him run the team, let him be the leader of the team, and then then y'all can win.
But what
we
if
at
he's
the
better?
finals. But why is he better if y'all went to the finals? Y'all would have still won if he didn't show up. If he just showed up, they would have still won. He didn't show up to the finals.
Yeah, he averaged 10 points.
In the finals, he didn't show up. But all of a sudden, it's like, calm down. You know what I'm saying? Because imagine if they would have won, Dwayne Wade would have won Finals MVP.
Nah, I think because you also have to take into consideration. We say this a lot about like, oh, it's only one ball. Like like it's almost like Austin Reeves to the bench.
Just average 20 points. We can win.
You know what I'm saying? Like
finals.
it's usage. It's also you got to take the ball out of somebody's hands to give it to somebody else. You know?
No, but think about this. I agree with what you're saying on the whole. LeBron is just catered to be who they want him to be. Because who else in high school are they going to say you're King James? So that means you're the better than everybody. The chosen one. You get $100 million Nike contract before you even play a game. So Nike is going to cater everything. You know, Nike is the master manipulators in the NBA.
That's why I was saying about the KD situation.
Yeah. So I mean, that's what I'm saying. You just didn't say what you were
year
trying
before,
to get it out.
Like
but Nike is the
MVP
master manipulator of the
and he
NBA. They
performed
manipulate
together.
a lot of shit.
Yeah.
So they pretty much crafted the image for LeBron. So that's why if anybody come at that, you know what I'm saying, they're going to lose their jobs.
That's all I'm saying.
They're going, you know what I'm saying? But the whole sending them to Miami and all that shit.
That's like true.
Like who sent them? Nike?
Yeah.
You see what Mario
NBA.
Chalmers has
It's
said
a whole
at that
big
point in
old.
time.
It's a whole big old.
Dwayne Wade's the one that recruited him.
What did Mario Chalmers say?
You ain't hear what Mario Chalmers had said
Stop
on
being
the
a bitch.
He said
Oh,
LeBron stop being a bitch, but they realized they couldn't come at LeBron like that.
Yeah, he was
because-
out the league.
Exactly.
Out of there.
Sent him to Memphis.
So if you come at
Sent him out
LeBron
the
a
league.
certain type of way,
Think about everybody that.
After he won a chip.
Think about everybody that went at LeBron. They out the league.
Yeah.
In this cannon.
Jordan was smacking the shit out of people for talking
Yeah.
shit. LeBron James is kicking fans out.
He kicking fans out.
Come here.
And
This
kicking people
fan
out the
right
league.
here, get her out of there.
Kicking people out the league.
Shit,
a
Jordan
rumor about
hauled off
Delonte
and,
West
hit,
messing with his
Steve
wife.
Kerr
And
in the eye, broke his nose.
A rumor about Delonte West messing with his mom. And now
Oh,
Delonte
man,
West
dude.
going crazy.
All right,
Correct.
right.
Are they out of the league by
of the
reputation or are they out of the league?
No,
They
They out of the league because of Nike.
Right.
It's Clutch Sports.
Clutch
so
Sports.
now it used to just be Nike,
Clutch
but Clutch
Sports.
Sports has built
Hey,
itself
'cause
up
for
to being a
real. 'Cause
conglomerate.
like you saying about
now
Delonte
it's Nike
West.
and Clutch Sports.
Right, because remember what you saying about Delonte West?
Yeah.
The same thing they were saying that Rashard Lewis was messing around with LeBron James' mom. Then boom, he gone. I'm
He was
like,
like crackhead too, I think.
what
ain't
the
he?
fuck?
Didn't Rashard Lewis
Come on,
turn
man.
crack
Nah,
too?
Nah, he was on that. He was on that big three.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, everybody got kicked out the league.
We should go see a big three game.
I'm down.
if they ever come to Chicago,
They
Oh,
come
they
in
come,
Chicago
they do.
this
They
year.
come twice a year, don't
They didn't come last year, but they come in this year.
yeah, I love
again.
to see that shit.
Dwight Howard just signed over there.
You know how to run some shit, don't you?
NBA Hall of Fame.
You just mentioned that shit too.
What?
NBA Hall of Fame. Carmelo Anthony is going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Well deserved.
Dwight Howard, Sue Bird, Maya Moore.
Well deserved.
The 2008 U.S. The Regime Team, pretty much.
Punk ass Billy
the whole
Donovan.
team?
Yep, the whole team.
Why?
2008 Beijing Olympics total. And then the other finalists:
Billy Donovan.
Billy Donovan, Mark Few, Jerry Welsh, Danny Crawford, Marcus Johnson, and some others.
You hear how the Bulls fans gonna say Billy Donovan? Make sure you name our coach.
No, I only said that.
Both
'cause
of y'all ass was like Billy Donovan.
The reason why I
Billy
said that-
Donovan is ass.
I said punk. You ain't hear what I said. I said punk ass Billy Donovan.
Oh, okay.
I can't stand that.
Both of y'all ass was like Billy Donovan. Don't forget Billy D.
I said no. We said punk ass Billy Donovan. I can't stand that bitch made ass motherfucker.
Damn. What he do to you?
Obviously, Carmelo Anthony is a
should
first
be
ballot.
going-
You don't think he's supposed to be a Hall
Definitely
of Famer?
first.
From what he did
Melo.
in Florida. Who, Melo?
Yeah.
If it wasn't for the Olympics, no.
What you mean? You got to take like he was number one player in high school. He led his team in college. This
As a
is
freshman.
as a freshman, won a title.
Yeah, he did that.
Put
But
up
this is the
numbers.
NBA Hall of Fame.
He
though.
top 20
No, it's
NBA
basketball.
scoring.
Oh, basketball. Oh, yeah. He
Basketball.
definitely Hall of Fame. Yeah.
He top 20. What did he retire as?
he
Top
top
20 in
20?
NBA in scoring.
I don't have the stats here, but yeah.
He
I
top
know
10,
is.
actually.
This
He
shouldn't
top
be-
10.
I know he's top
He
10.
top
Yeah,
10.
This
top
shouldn't be a
10.
debate.
3 Olympic medals.
It's Melo.
Yeah, he top 10.
He deserves
He
it.
made,
Yeah.
he made
Do
the
you
cut.
think Dwight Howard should got in first ballot though?
Yes.
Yeah,
He was
got
like a
4
5-time
players.
defensive player of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 defensive players. He got snubbed from the top 75.
Carmelo's
Yeah,
10.
he did.
Yeah.
10.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about Shaq accepting Dwight Howard's invitation to walk him in?
That's dope.
That's dope.
That's what's up.
That's dope.
Yeah. Because Dwight Howard's under the impression that Shaq has been blocking his money.
Yeah.
So Shaq, if he's accepted that, I think that's a good way to bury the hatchet.
But they're going to have to talk before they go on stage. You
Yeah,
never
they
know
gonna
what
be
Shaq
some
might
rapping.
say.
Oh no, they said
No,
they
it was
said they
during
said
an
they had a
interview.
sit down at a restaurant and they
okay.
they got to talk privately for quite some time.
They should have did that on TV.
Yeah,
Wasn't no
they
That should
baby
have
oil
that should have been
involved.
that should have been an interview.
like the Kobe Shaq thing.
That should have been an
I'm
interview
quite sure they're going to come back and do it.
Oh yeah, he said they got some stuff
Because-
coming up.
Lead Dwight Howard and his little secrets alone.
because if I'm Shaq, I got a problem too.
Yeah.
How you gonna come in and start doing the Superman shit?
Right? Yeah.
That was Shaq shit. He got a tattoo with a Superman. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like then you gonna come in and try to get your own wave, bro. And you gay, so now you trying to. I mean, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Don't be
This man about to get canceled.
Yeah, you come sleeping in my old bed and you gonna get my nickname. Nah, come on.
So you threw in these stats. If we could name these players, these 2 future Hall of Fame players by stats alone. So I'll give you those, and you guys are the players from
Current players.
current players. So they're future Hall of Famers.
Jason Tatum.
1,352 games played.
This is player one.
This is player 1.
How many seasons is that, man? 13.
That's a lot of games.
You one of those? My
All right,
baby's
let me
37 weeks
calculate
old.
this shit.
How many years old is the baby?
17 points per game, 9.2 assists, 4.4 rebounds. The second player, 879 games, 8.7 points per game, 5 assists, and 6 rebounds. I know exactly who these
That's
two
Draymond, ain't it?
Holy shit.
Yeah, I know exactly who
Draymond?
these 2 guys are.
Is that a guess or is that a?
Yeah, I don't know.
My guess is Chris Paul and Draymond Green.
You looked it up.
No, I know it's Chris Paul because Chris Paul the assist.
It's Chris Paul.
That's
The
Chris
assist,
Paul
the-
and Draymond Green.
Yeah, the assist, the longevity, and 17 points per game. That's got to be Chris Paul.
Well, it could have been anybody. But that's a good lucky guess for both of us.
Well, as you
I
say,
guess.
future Hall of Fame. I don't know any other. I don't know any other long-standing point guards that are going in.
I could have put my cousin's
Russell Westbrook gonna be
information on there.
Who is that? Who's your cousin?
Nah, wait.
Oh, you said Russell Westbrook.
He'll be a Hall of Fame.
I would expected more rebounds.
Yeah.
If I
Oh,
were-
you talking about? Yeah, okay.
Nah, Mike
Yeah.
Mike Conley. I could have put his numbers on that. It would have looked like
do they look like?
You know
They
this
would've
crazy
looked at
thing?
like,
I was about to
Chris
say Mike.
Paul.
I was about to say Mike Conley.
they would have looked
Really?
like Chris Paul.
Yeah, I was about to say Mike Conley.
But my point of that little game is
You can't look at stats and
just
Yeah,
because
because
looking
you
at
said
stats.
you don't think
Draymond
Draymond
Green.
But you got to look what he do on the floor.
But you forgetting that you just put 2 different positions up there.
No, I just put 2 different people who's projected to be first ballot Hall of Famers.
But for doing for different things.
yeah.
No, but I'm just saying, just stats alone, without
Yeah.
accolades,
You can't look at stats.
were we able to know who they were? You see what I'm saying? They could have been
Yeah.
Draymond Green could have been anybody on the bench, right?
Man,
Yeah.
but
Anybody on any
it's
bench.
400. It's like 5,000 people that played in the NBA.
Yeah.
And 492 of them in the league right now.
So
it's
what?
gonna be hard.
Why does
Anyway.
Draymond Green stands out to be a Hall of Famer?
Because what he do.
What he do on the basketball court?
Or so Ron Harper's a Hall of Famer?
No,
He
Ron Harper didn't do what
he didn't
Draymond do.
Draymond do.
Shit.
He ain't Harper wasn't a heartbeat of that
He
team.
didn't do what Draymond do, bro.
Hey,
Harper
crazy.
was a lock point guard.
He didn't do what
Hey,
Draymond
Ron
That don't
do.
mean nothing.
man
He ain't the
before he came
heartbeat.
to
He
Chicago.
scored way more than
Bro,
Draymond.
do you know Draymond Green is like he got like a hot basketball IQ?
Very high.
Very high. So
He's a coach on the court.
yeah,
on the
he's-
court.
Exactly.
He's the heartbeat of that team.
Offensively and defense.
was 6 points a game, coach.
That don't mean nothing.
But
That don't
I
mean
take
nothing.
yeah,
That don't
it
mean
does.
nothing.
It does.
does
What
Draymond
about-
have a defensive player of the
You
year?
take-
award?
This is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
You
He
take
about to win
Draymond
this
Green.
year.
You take
He
Draymond
might win
Green.
this year.
You
Yeah.
take Draymond Green. You put him on any other team. He's not even making the
He probably-
All Star
He probably
team.
turned to a score. It depends on what the coach
He's
needs
not
from him.
even making the All Star team on any other team.
He didn't make the All Star team. We go to state a bunch
he
of
only made it
times.
about what, 3-4 times?
That's what I'm saying. He's not making it on
that's
any
because they had
other
the best
team.
record.
On any other
It
team.
depends, bro.
So what do you say? He
Depends
not a
on
Hall of
what
Famer?
team you talking about?
He's a Hall of Famer because he's a Robert Ory Hall of Famer.
Robert Ory shouldn't be a Hall
Bro,
of
he's
Famer.
not a Robert Ory Hall of Famer.
Robert Horry made 4 shots.
Robert Horry didn't do what Draymond
Big shot
Green
Bob.
do. He didn't do what Draymond Green
How
do.
come he did?
Bro, Draymond
He
Green.
locked people up too.
Nah, Draymond Green. Draymond Green is kind of like a
Draymond
Draymond
Green.
Green do on the offensive end. What Joker do is just don't show up.
Yeah.
And he does on the defensive end. What
He's just doing a little
what-
bit of all that.
what Kawhi Leonard do.
He doing the Sean Livingston. You giving me a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Bro,
you ain't even giving me
bro, you
7,
got
7.
Sean
You're
Livingston.
not even giving me 7, 7, and 7 for a career.
Bro,
7, 7, and 7.
dog, dude.
7, 7, and 7.
But
I
that-
can give you 7, 7, and
No,
7.
you can't.
No,
you
you
can't
can't.
do it
No,
the way
you
he do
can't.
it. You can't do it the way.
So it's a
Draymond
way
Green
you
do
can
it.
do 7 and 7
He
and
don't
7.
even look to shoot the ball.
You don't. Yeah, you got to think. Those
What do you
7,
mean?
7,
He's
7,
shooting
his
30%
jumper's
from the
ugly.
field.
He
Nah.
He don't look to shoot
Michael
because he
Kidd
can't
Jokic.
shoot.
He can't shoot. He was
So
a scorer
Ben
at one point in his
Simmons-
life.
That man went.
When he played Michigan
so-
State, he was the leading. He led the team in scoring.
So if I put Ben Simmons' numbers up,
he's a scorer.
which is
He can
similar to Draymond Green's, and
No,
Ben
Ben
Simmons
Simmons-
will lock your ass up too.
Nah, not like. But Draymond. What
cross
Draymond.
that
Ben
man.
Simmons don't do what Draymond
Yeah, he
Green
don't do
do.
what
Oh,
Draymond Green
man, I
do.
can't believe we have
Antagonize, talk shit, get
It's
in the
more than
ref.
that. Draymond
Fade.
Green.
Like
That's what Dennis Rodman did.
But that's what I'm saying. What I'm trying to figure out, what
All right, so
does
what
he do?
Draymond
They
do?
run the offense.
He do
what-
everything.
What did Dennis Rodman do besides rebound and play defense?
But then Dennis Rodman give you 20 of them bitches a game,
But
though?
don't Draymond Green give you,
6 or 7?
bro?
That's
you gotta understand.
nothing. That's bench quality.
Draymond might bring the ball.
But
off the floor.
he's running the
Draymond
offense.
might bring the ball off the floor.
Dennis Rodman
Get you
never.
6
Hand it
assists.
to Looney. He might go through, cut, come back around, catch the ball again, drop it right here. Steph might run around, catch the ball, give it back to Draymond. Draymond come back, set another pick. He dip, come back up,
He is
set
the
another
heartbeat
pick,
of that
drop
team.
the ball off, and they score.
Yeah. And
But
when
Draymond-
Draymond is out the game, I see the substitute
No,
player
you gotta
doing the same
understand. No,
thing.
didn't.
Because that's
Draymond-
their
when
offense.
Draymond was out. When Draymond was out, dude, they offense looked like shit.
Matter of fact, everybody
I'm
universally.
not saying Draymond ain't a decent player.
It's a
But if you
universal-
take Draymond off that team, he's not even an all-star.
It's-
He got
it's
an
a-
IQ.
it's-
His
it's-
IQ.
it's a
he'll be able to
universal-
develop to-
Everybody in the NBA got an IQ.
No,
Dre,
everybody don't have
Dre,
that type
Dre,
of
No,
IQ.
not everybody.
Dre, yes or no?
Everybody
He's
don't
not
have that
even
type
an
of IQ.
all-star.
Dre,
Hold on,
Dre.
go ahead over here.
This is a universal known fact, and everybody has agreed and says that if Draymond did not get suspended
Exactly.
in that finals,
Was LeBron
they would have won that
snitched on him.
finals.
Oh, yeah.
Right or wrong.
The stimulus package.
That was a stimulus package.
Because he was
So he
he
not-
was D'ing up LeBron. I know
Yes.
what I'm not saying that he didn't do a role. He's
that
just a good role player.
That was a fake. That was
Yeah,
a fake
they
title.
won.
He's just a good role player.
That was
A
fake
good
title.
role player.
A good role player.
But hey, here's the thing. What I
A
got to
good
say
role
about
player.
Draymond.
If you can't even give me 10 points a game,
Right.
you
He
trash.
can't- He can't
Yeah, hey,
give you
but
10
you
points.
trash.
So, hey, no.
You can't give me 10 points a game.
He could give you 10
trash.
points a game if that
That's
was
not-
me 10
that's
points
not-
a game.
that was his
Right.
role.
That's
Man,
not
they
his role.
need 10
That's not
points.
his role.
They ain't winning all the time. They need the extra
Hey,
4 points.
Draymond is running the offense because he is sitting here telling people, "Hey, you need to go here. You need
He
to go
said
here."
For a
Put
little
this and
bit.
that.
Exactly.
No, he does it
For
the
a
whole.
little,
No,
yeah.
he does it the whole entire
Dre,
game when he
if-
comes
And
up.
what's the difference between him and Jokic doing that? 6 and
Jokic
6.
don't do that though. Jokic ain't pointing nobody. Hey, telling them where you supposed to go.
But
you need to be back
Jokic
home.
don't have Steph Curry either.
He got Jamal
He
Murray.
got himself.
Nah, it's not. It's not.
got himself.
Jamal
Murray
not
ain't
Steph Curry,
as
bro.
consistent.
All I'm
Jamal
saying
Murray,
is you
Why would
take
you say Jamal
Draymond.
Curry?
What
Yeah.
happened? What happened when Steph
It's not
Curry?
even in the same atmosphere.
What happened is Steph Curry and Klay Thompson was injured the year before last, and Draymond played the whole year.
Dude, Draymond.
The fuck
They
is he
didn't even
supposed to
make
do?
the playoffs,
Okay. You lost 2 of your big 3.
bro.
And you got these new people that came by into the system.
Right,
bro.
Is any of those dudes still with Golden State right now besides Looney?
Any other player
He
ever.
wouldn't even make the All-Star team.
Dre.
No,
Put
the
those
team-
stats on any
Bro.
other
He don't even
team.
make the All-Star team with
Bronny
Golden
James
State.
might be. Bronny James
Draymond.
might
Okay,
be.
Dre.
Chill.
You're talking
Too
about
far.
a player
Too far.
that has started every year. He's a starter on that team. If he was a bum, why is he still on that team starting?
Yeah.
Did I say
Why?
he was a bum?
Okay, if he
Did
wasn't a Hall of
anybody
Famer.
hear me say he was a bum?
You did say he was a
I
bum.
said he
you
wouldn't
said
be
he
an
couldn't get
all-star.
10 points. He's a bum.
He would be an all-star.
That's
on another
trash.
team.
What's
You
the difference
can't
between
get
trash and
10
a
points.
bum?
That's trash.
What's the difference between trash and a bum?
A bum is you can't play in the league. Bronny James is a bum. Draymond is just trash.
Look at his face over
Big
there.
difference.
He like,
I'm
nah.
not. The thing is, that we talking Draymond Green. We're not talking Bronny James, but like,
Is he on
I get. I
is
get
he on
what
the
you're saying.
playoff roster?
Yeah, he is. He is.
Yeah, I seen him yesterday.
He'll play some. He'll play some.
No,
Put
he won't.
Put
They better not
Draymond
play
on
him.
Detroit, and what's gonna happen?
He gonna do
It's
the
gonna be
same
the
thing what he's
same
doing
thing.
now. He's gonna
5
bring that-
points, 6 points, and
Nah, it
rebounds.
depends on if the team need him to score.
No.
You forgetting the fact that He led.
Draymond can't give you 30 if they let him run down the lane wide open. He can't give you 30.
He might not, but he could give you. He could average. I think
15.
he could average at least 20 in the league if he wants. If he
Oh,
focus on scoring.
Shit.
Too far.
Shit.
Dude, he did.
What's
one.
his career average again? 8
I think
points?
he can.
7 points?
I seen him. I'm a Big Ten.
My dude just said he can average 20 points.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm a Michigan State
20,
fan.
Jay,
Yeah,
you
you
think he
remember
get
him
20
saying that
too?
when we was first
When he
in?
played at Michigan State,
Think
he
Draymond
scored.
could get 20 a game?
Not at this time in his career.
No, not
at
right
this
now.
age in his career.
No.
But early
But
in
there
his
was a
career,
time
I
he
think he could
could,
have gave
yeah.
you 20 in the league.
Yeah.
I think.
Again,
I think.
not
if you-
now. He probably can't
I
do
think.
it.
I think 2016 to 2022, he could have been dropping 20 every
Nah,
year.
he couldn't have got you 20.
Yes, he
He
could have, bro.
need to shut
He
the
was a
fuck
score-
up.
Like you got to understand.
That's to
Some-
my
you
point.
gotta
Shut
understand.
up.
Listen. What I'm about to tell you.
He a regular
Listen,
dude.
a lot of these people were scorers before they
He's a
got to the
regular
NBA.
dude. I know that. Patrick Beverly was the man in Chicago. He averaged 34.
Yeah. So Draymond Green was the man in Michigan.
What does that have to do with
He
him
was a
averaging
scorer.
6 points a game
But
in
when
the
he went to the league,
NBA?
he figured out what his team
He
needed and he
adapted.
adjusted to that.
Ron
He gave
Harper
his team
adapted.
what
Ron Harper
his
was
team
leading the
needed.
league in scoring at one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he
With the
played
Clippers.
Yeah,
And then he came to
was.
Chicago. We didn't want him to
That's
score.
why I'm
You
telling you.
stopped
That's
shooting.
why I told you Ron
Hey,
Harper
I
is
just-
better than Draymond.
I just
No,
need you
that's
to run
not
a
why.
point. I just need you to run a point. Yeah, I remember that.
I'm just saying.
All right, so
Put him on another squad.
we'll move on to football. Coach, you want to talk on?
I got one more topic.
Oh, what's up?
No, I have one more. I gotta go. I gotta make a clean exit.
Yeah, you want to go ahead and take on this Parsons?
Michael Parsons.
What's Michael Parsons' topic?
Oh yeah. So was that the Jerry Jones?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Is this a quote here?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
the
just
quote
read
it says, Jones on Parsons' contract. I don't view it as urgent at all. The agent is not a factor here, and I don't know his name. I'd rather pay more and get it right than pay less and screw it up.
Yeah. So that Jerry Jones talking shit again, pretty much saying he wants to do the contract without the agent. Straight up, him and Michael Parsons 1-on-1.
Yeah, so,
But then Michael Parsons had a rebuttal from that as well.
so he can fuck him.
You think so?
What Michael Parsons say? You got the quote?
I don't think
Yeah,
Michael
he got
Parsons.
it.
Yeah, he
And then I said Michael Parsons. I think he tweeted this. He said, "Facts. David is the best, and I will not be doing any deal without David involved. Like anyone with good sense, I hired experts for a reason. There is no one I trust more when it comes to negotiating than David. Negotiating contracts than David. There will be no back doors in this contract." So it kind of alludes to him.
Yeah.
not feeling-
Yeah.
He didn't want to get
He's
fucked.
smart. He's smart.
Yeah.
He didn't want to get
Jerry
fucked.
Jones trying to pull a
You
okie
think I'm gonna sign a contract without my agent?
He's trying
He's
to.
trying to pull a Lamar Jackson.
yeah, he trying.
He's trying to get him to sign a contract without his agent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what he's trying to do.
He's trying to. He don't want to negotiate with a
He
negotiator.
don't want to negotiate with the
And
negotiator.
here's the thing about
He
it.
don't want to deal with an expert.
Right.
He's trying to get the little.
The reason why he's also doing that, who in like Michael Parsons that is a middle linebacker, defensive end, they just signed a motherfucking huge ass contract. Miles Garrett, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if
biggest
Miles
ever.
Garrett was just signing that contract, you gonna have to give Micah more than that because he better. And then on top of that, what's gonna be next after that? If you don't sign him, JJ Watt is finna end up getting signed up to a motherfucking
TJ.
No, TJ. I'm sorry,
He
yeah.
on his
TJ
last
Watt
year.
I was like, Jay,
on his TJ is on his last year. You don't think motherfucking Pittsburgh finna hit his ass up with a bunch of money? Come on now.
Yeah.
But this is Jerry Jones' MO. This is how he rolls.
That's how he roll.
We just
He
had to
tried to
throw
do
some
that
What do
Yeah,
you think it's
Brian
going
at
to
one
take to get Jared Jones out of there?
Man,
Nothing.
yeah.
He owned the team.
He owned the damn team. That's it.
R.I.P.
Right.
Because hey, what was it
Not only
last?
do he run the team, he ain't been with the whole league.
Right.
You know how
This,
much that team costs?
this
Ain't nobody
past
paying for that
season-
shit.
Yeah, just remember this
$1
past season. What did he do?
That's the
Breaking
Lakers of the
news
football
right before the
season.
first game of the NFL. We just signed Dak Prescott to a new contract. And I'm like, right before the game?
He waited too late.
Man, that's disrespectful, man. I'm like, oh, so you coming in here with a brand new contract, huh?
And his
Just like
dumb
walking
ass
in?
probably went without his agent.
He gonna wait too late to sign Micah, and Micah ain't
Micah's
he's
gonna be outta here.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he's
Micah
gonna
gonna be
sign
like,
with
hey,
somebody
I'm
else
gone.
next
Chicago
year.
Bears. I already
And
called that.
is Michael Parsons a free agent right now?
Chicago Bears.
He
Now,
working
this
on
is last year.
Yeah, this is last year on his rookie deal.
Okay.
Because
I think he's gone.
He gonna offer him some money, but then the stipulations inside that contract gonna be crazy, and he ain't gonna even be
It ain't
aware
gonna be
of-
Max.
Yeah.
Right.
He's
Yeah,
gonna
That
be gone.
contract either gonna be backloaded or front loaded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's gonna screw him. He gonna be like, I'm walking.
Yeah.
What you got, Jason? Before we get out of here?
No, I was saying I got one more topic I can do with y'all.
Yeah.
That's good. This
Oh,
one.
okay.
He got to
Okay, I
go
see
get him
what
some
you're
wings.
Shit,
man.
that was it anyway, wasn't it?
Yeah. That's it. We did really good. We did really good. I didn't see that you had that Bron topic on there.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
on
let
there.
Last
Bron-
thing.
What's up?
I
The
told
one
you I
we
was
went
gonna
over
clown
already.
fucking LeBron James over this
my
damn
God, bro.
Barbie doll. That's a
yeah,
damn
yeah,
Barbie
that's right.
doll, not a damn G.I. Joe action figure with a Kung Fu grip. And then it showed video of him. Oh, deal. This shit is right, man. Oh, man, I like it. He got the little hat on there.
least-
Man,
put the
don't you
glasses
got a
on there.
play-in game to prepare for?
At least they don't have a.
But let me
dress
ask
up.
y'all. Let me ask you this. So
Y'all gonna lose in the first round.
So,
Y'all gonna lose in the first
So
round.
now is LeBron dating Barbie, or is there going to be like a Savannah doll coming out soon?
Is he replacing Ken?
Yeah,
Or-
so is it
No.
going to be a Savannah doll
It's a
coming
Ken-
out
It's
soon?
a Ken version where I guess LeBron is the first
Basketball player, African American.
A-list celebrity that they did it with.
Yeah, they made a
Ken
Ken doll
Yeah.
out of.
I can't believe
So
it.
it's gonna probably be some more after that, but I don't
No,
have a problem
no,
with it. He,
no.
he
Y'all
not
just
dressed.
some haters.
He don't have on a dress or nothing.
It's not an action figure.
What was his clothes? You can change his clothes?
He dressed
You
like
can
LeBron.
change. Hey, you can change his clothes.
Like
you
a
can take
Lakers?
off his hat. You can take
He
off
got-
his glasses.
He just got a Letterman jacket on,
Heck
some
yeah.
Nikes.
Bro,
So a regular dude.
Bro.
Look like he walking into the game.
That
Like
sound
he walking
racist.
into the ring.
No, but check this out.
sound
Y'all
racist.
know the
Hey, with a-
difference.
hey,
Hold
hey,
on.
with a
That sound
man
racist.
bag. With
Wait a
man
minute.
bag.
What kind of
Wait a
clothes
minute.
was it?
Hold
He got
on,
a Letterman
cuz.
jacket on.
You know the difference between the rubber plastic Barbie doll material and the plastic action figure material. So he's got a Barbie doll.
Yeah.
So it's shiny, it's rubbery.
You got the
It's not
Barbie.
plastic
Yeah, bro.
that bends and do all this stuff that we used to play with.
Why would anybody want a doll of LeBron James in street clothes?
He's
out.
gonna have a little
It's so-
pink
it's so-
Cadillac.
It's street clothes.
It's so crazy.
That's for collectors' purposes.
Yeah, it's so
That's
crazy.
grown ass men buying that shit.
Yeah,
That's
the
bronze
problem.
sexual.
that was the
That's
point
the
of
problem.
That was
That's
like
the
that
problem.
Jordan
Hey,
statue.
I
That was
lied.
like that
He
Jordan
sold.
thing
It's
that we
sold.
used to
That was
have
the-
back in
that
the
was
day.
the whole
money,
point.
but
That was the point. Is to get a bunch of grown ass men to buy a Barbie doll.
Because
Yeah.
don't nobody want to be like
I wouldn't
fucking
buy
Mike
it.
no more.
Bronze sexual.
What? You out of your
Everybody wants
motherfucking
to-
mind?
I drink Gatorade because of Mike.
You know what he
I
said?
bet you do.
He
You
said,
know,
How many people wearing Jordans in here right now?
that's what I'm saying. He wanted to,
One,
he's
two,
like, they ain't gonna buy
three
my
of us.
shoes. Maybe they buy my Barbie doll.
Three of us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're gonna have a lot of Jordans and Gatorade in that playing game.
So do you think Jordan? Like, you think LeBron a goat?
You want to put some money on it then?
Do I think? I mean, he just is. That's a fact. That's a fact of life, bro.
What?
How?
Michael Jordan
What?
was Tracy McGrady.
Hey,
This dude's
hey,
trying to go
turn-
viral.
hey,
Yeah.
Turn
This
your
day out,
mic
he go-
off. Turn
Yeah,
your
I
mic
don't believe
off.
that.
Hey,
Turn
You out of
You
your
don't believe that
mic
not
off.
one bit,
Turn
bro.
his mic off.
You don't believe
Turn
that
his
not
mic
one
off.
bit.
Turn his mic off.
Like this, what I
Tracy
tell people.
McGrady?
Look, if
I'm
we-
walking
hold on,
out.
hold on. If we're
I'm
calling a
walking
spade
out.
a
I'm walking
spade,
out.
Why would you say that? Because
Hey,
Tracy
if we're calling
McGrady's
a spade
better
a
than
spade,
LeBron.
If we're calling a spade,
Tracy McGrady
MJ
better than
really
LeBron.
wasn't like that, bro.
I want you to post
He
this.
didn't have no
and see
competition.
how much comments
He
you
didn't
get.
play nobody.
What do you mean?
He had no competition. He didn't play
Jay
nobody.
out. Jay go.
He was playing milkmen.
No, stay-
he was
stay
playing.
Wait, time out. Are you serious, bro?
Are you? Hey, are you high right now?
might have to fight.
I'm
Are
talking
you
my
high
shit.
right now?
You want that
No,
smoke for
you
real?
talking some shit, but that
You really
Hey,
want
he
this?
didn't play nobody.
Mike didn't play nobody.
Mike didn't play nobody, bro.
Wait a minute, hold
Hell
on.
He played
Name the top 10 best players in the league
Top 10 player
in the history of the NBA.
in the history of the NBA. Top 10?
Yeah,
Top 10.
because Mike played all of them.
Wait. Are we doing order or no order?
Just
It don't matter.
No,
Shaq,
that's crazy.
Wilt,
Beat him.
Kareem.
Sweat Shaq, matter of fact.
Mike played all of them.
Mike didn't play no
So-
Wilt.
So name whoever you name it. Mike
Kobe.
played all of them.
played against
Kobe.
Kobe.
He didn't beat
Took
Kobe.
his style.
Played
Yeah.
Kobe.
Charles.
Yeah.
Hey, wait.
Kobe was
Hey,
a better player than Michael Jordan.
Charles
No,
Barkley.
he wasn't.
Charles
Kobe was a better
Barkley.
skill
He
player
wasn't.
than Michael Jordan.
He beat Charles
Skill-
Barkley.
No.
Skill-wise,
He
he's
beat Charles
better than
Barkley.
Michael
I had a
Jordan.
banana last week. Who the fuck cares?
Man,
He beat Magic.
Michael Jordan used to get in people's
he
ass.
beat old Magic.
He didn't even sleep.
He beat
Magic,
Magic.
Michael Jordan didn't even sleep.
Michael Jordan couldn't win shit until the league started cheating for him.
Cheat.
Magic was in the
How the
finals,
hell
but he
they
beat
cheat
old-
for
he
Michael
beat old
Jordan?
Magic.
Michael Jordan never even had nobody on this team averaging 20
Listen,
points a
you ain't gotta-
game.
You don't even got to argue that.
What are you
I tell-
talking about?
I was just having this conversation. I tell people like this.
Name somebody who
Michael
averaged
Jordan-
20 a game on the
Michael-
Bulls.
Michael Jordan is the GOAT
Thank y'all for watching.
simply because
He played with a bunch of bums.
it's either I hate to say this, but it's either you God like or you Jordan like. Nothing else. It's either I'm the God of this or I'm the Jordan of this.
It's the same thing.
If you at your
What's
that's
the
how you know he the GOAT. It's either I'm God of, like, just say if you at your job, something you do, I'm the God of this, or I'm Jordan of this.
When have they ever said
Nobody
anything
ever
about
say
a
anything.
GOAT
It's
except
nothing
Jordan?
else. It's either
Jordan is the first and
you-
only GOAT
when you
of
consider
anything.
The best, you're either the God of
That's where the
whatever it
GOAT
is,
come
or you
from.
the Jordan of it.
What's
Don't GOAT come from Jordan?
No
Jordan?
one's.
What's
Nobody ever said
what's
anything about
LeBron's
a GOAT.
record in the
Listen.
finals? What's
Listen.
LeBron's record in the finals?
That doesn't matter.
Yes,
It does matter. It doesn't
It
matter.
does.
You play 35
Does.
leagues. You come to school
Okay,
every day.
how many times
you
did
got a
Jordan
perfect
go to the
attendance.
finals?
6.
6. LeBron's
Yeah.
been 10 times.
But why?
And he
That
lost
matters, too.
6.
Wait. But why do analytics matter if
If we're
somebody
talking-
missed certain amount of shots, but it don't matter if the analytics of him going to the finals?
No, that's what I'm saying.
LeBron James got the most
I'm saying-
turnovers in NBA
I'm saying-
history.
I'm saying-
the most missed shots in NBA history.
I'm saying
the
time-
most missed
if we're-
field
if we're-
goals.
if we're talking
the
about
most
finals,
airballed
then you gotta
field
count the
goals.
times that
Get
he's
the fuck
been
out
to.
of here, dude.
You gotta count the times. How many times
You
he's
ain't
been
ready
to
for
the
that.
finals.
It's Eastern Conference Final trash. Eastern Conference when
And
nobody went.
LeBron
You don't
had
think
stiffer competition
You don't think it's
than
ironic that
Jordan.
He ain't
everybody
got
went
no
to? You don't think it's
competition.
ironic that the Eastern got tough ever since LeBron left? When he was there, it was trash.
The whole
But when
league
he
was
left-
trash
No, it
when
wasn't.
Jordan was playing.
No, it wasn't.
That's why the top
No, it
the
wasn't.
top 75 players, most of them come from Jordan's era. Then
They moved the 3-point line in so he could shoot easier.
Jordan won the
You ain't
what?
three-point shooter
They
like
didn't
that.
move no 3-point line in.
He couldn't shoot a 3-pointer anyway.
Man, hey, blasphemy. End this damn show right now, man.
It's over because he
We're
talking
gonna get out of
crazy.
here, y'all. We're gonna get out of here,
End
y'all.
this
'cause
We'll
show.
finish this
the-
next
hey,
week.
the old heads
We
are
starting
mad
off
at
with
me.
this.
Y'all be good out there. Thank you. It was a
Comment.
vibe. It was real. This is the panel. Kobe's better than Jordan. Bye.
What?
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
Hell no. You